の混沌とした例
Yeah. There we go, you should be able to hear me now! Somehow, my mic decided that, OBS decided that it was not going to connect to my mic. It was gonna claim that it was connected to something else that wasn't a mic, which is strange because I have not touched those OBS settings, and I know my mic's working in Discord, what the heck? But anyways, hello Grim, hello Roxas, hello Snom! See, hello Kobes, how are you guys doing today? Alex Soul, thank you so much for the follow, happy to have you here. Oh my gosh, I need to start my timer for the stream. We need to get that going. I hope you guys are all doing well today. Today I am here with my friend ActualLizard. We are doing a collab today. Hello June. Alright, so feel free to introduce yourself, Lizard. I know not everybody on my channel might know you, so this is a perfect time to say hello.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm ActualLizard. I run a Fire Emblem YouTube channel, so if you want to hear me talk about my many opinions on Fire Emblem game design, you can check them out there. Hi, June. Hope you're doing well today. And yeah, I also stream Fire Emblem, so if you're interested in Fire Emblem Engage, I've been streaming in a maddening run right now on my YouTube channel. But today we're going to rank Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah, the maddening run has been intense. I really liked that that clip you posted where you got hit by that crit with like barely any chance.
Oh my god. So
Awful.
tragic.
I saw that, I was like, oh no! But yeah, Lizard's videos are great. He has some really, really in-depth thoughts about Fire Emblem and gameplay mechanics in it, and in like tactical RPGs in general. And I think his channel's super worth checking out. If you're in the stream, I linked it right up there with the collab command. You guys are free to use that anytime throughout the stream. So yeah, he says very smart stuff. Which is great because I don't say very smart stuff. I traded my brain cells for legs. Mono Zero, hello! Good to see you! Oh, and Kobes, thank you for the La Creature I redeem. Let me just get that little guy. Let me get that little guy before we get started on this tier list here. There we go. Comfy, safe, he's ready to go.
There he is.
Graha isn't in jail, he's just in a jar. You know. Yeah, my subathon timer still has not run out. I know technically in some ways it's gone on longer than it's supposed to because I've been, very busy with work and IRL stuff. So I have not been able to stream as consistently as I was hoping to. But, you know, we're going to stay true to the subathon. We're going to keep that timer running until it is all the way out to 0. So yeah, I haven't updated any of my goals, there haven't been any new goal rewards, but always still a chance to be one of the top donators who's going to get a physical reward at the end of the subathon. So, yeah, I did not expect how high this timer would get. I've actually managed to get through a ton of it. I've gotten through a ton. Remember when I had like an extra 40 hours on top of the 24? We're out of that. I halved that part almost. But yeah. Alright, so today, I guess, maybe I'll switch right over to the tier list. Let's switch right over there so we can get a look at what we're working at. And I'm also going to get some music going because I found a free-to-use lo-fi Fire Emblem music video. Feel free to let me know.
I bet I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Okay, it's literally the first one that came up. But I looked in the description and they were like, oh, it's free to use, you can use it.
Is it the one on, is it the Mecha channel one?
Yes it is.
Yep.
But I was like, perfect. This will be good background while we're going through this. But yeah. Snek is gonna riot if Byleth isn't S tier. Oh, we'll have to see. So yeah, right now it's looking pretty basic. You know, we have Oh, we have 2 S ranks.
I was about to ask if you wanted to change the tier names.
I'm gonna change top S rank to God tier. I think that's always fun to just have a rank that's for like the ultimate faves.
Okay, but this is so some of the characters we're tiering are in fact gods.
Okay, that's a good point. Graha tier? Ooh, if we called it Graha tier, there's very few characters I could put in there. There's very, very few. Let's see. We'll call it ultimate tier.
Ultimate tier. Okay.
Yeah. I tried in my head to think of a funny, like, Fire Emblem term we could use, but my mind just blanked, you know? But I figure, for now, maybe we can keep the basic letters, but if there's,
that
like,
works for me.
If we come to a character that, like, one of us, like, absolutely just remembers we loathe for some reason or something, and we want to make, like, a funny or ultra-specific tier for a certain character or something, I figure we can always add that, and it would be kind of fun to just, like, make up those on the fly, too, because some specific character made us realize we need, like, something.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. I think we decided that even though they're at the bottom of the list, we're gonna start with the 3 houses characters just because they're the freshest in our mind out of the characters that we're ranking. Because we're going from Awakening to 3 houses.
And Clive.
Oh,
who,
yes, and
for
Clive.
some reason is at the end of the 3 houses
Clive
section.
is here too. I don't know why. Clive is just hanging out. He didn't want to be with the rest of the characters from his game. But yeah, do we want to like start at kind of the start of the 3 houses characters with Dorothea, or should we go over to Edelgard and work backwards?
Let's get the controversial character out of the way.
All right.
Let's start with Edelgard.
Oh, and Shun asked a good question. Are we ranking on gameplay only or gameplay and personality?
I think primarily personality,
All right,
right?
primarily
I'm not
personality.
gonna lie, gameplay definitely affects how much I like a character.
It
but
definitely helps,
I think mostly
but
personality, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're ranking based on how much we overall like the character, which gameplay can definitely be a factor of, but I think a lot of the time we might be remembering personality. But alright, Miss Edelgard. Oh,
Yes,
Miss
our
Edelgard.
controversial queen.
Yes. Oh man, I'm gonna be real. I really, really like Edelgard. I married her on my Black Eagles playthrough.
The question for me is S or ultimate?
It's true. I'm like, she is very high for me, but is she ultimate or is she S? This is difficult because I do really like her, but I'm trying to compare in my head how much I like her compared to like the other characters who I know I'll put in ultimate.
Well, here's the question. That's what I'm trying to think. What characters do I like better than Edelgard? Because if it's not that many, then she should be ultimate, right?
Yeah.
But
I feel like I can put her in ultimate for myself for now, and if we want to move her around later, like, we always can.
I'm fine with that, because I think for me, she's going to be either low ultimate or, like, high S.
Yeah, exactly.
My only issue with Edelgard is that she's not radical enough.
I feel that. I think she could have gone harder.
But yeah, great character.
A girl boss is allowed 1 dictatorship a year. So right. Good for her.
We can do a little conquering as
Yeah, exactly. I support women's bronze. I've been very open about that on this channel, you know? And also, she's cute. I think the way that she tries to, like, draw a portrait of Byleth, but she isn't good at it, is so adorable. I love that.
She has the rare distinction of all 3 of her designs, the pre-skip, mid-skip, and post-skip, are all top tier.
Yeah, she looks really good no matter what, like, period of the story it's in, which is... I love it. She's beautiful. Good for her. Alright, I like how we talked about Edelgard being controversial, and then we, like, settled on her being high tier very, very quickly.
I knew that we would. I was like, I'm pretty sure that you also like Edelgard.
Yeah, I do. I like her a lot.
A character that brings the Twitter discourse.
Oh, she sure does.
Which the next one does too, but I don't know if you're active enough in the deep Fire Emblem Twitter to know about that.
I don't remember who was after her, so I'm gonna have to check. we'll scroll down. And Alex is so right. We can let a cute warlord massacre some people just to send a message. That is fine. Oh, Bernadetta. Okay.
So, are you aware that Bernadetta has recently been murdered in real life?
What?
So, there has been in Fire Emblem Twitter an event 7 months in the making where someone got like 3K Twitter likes and promised to smash a Bernadetta figure with a rock.
Oh no!
And that happened about a week ago, and it was like all of Fire Emblem Twitter for 3-4 days.
Oh my god! I don't know how, but I somehow didn't see that. Oh my god, Bernie! Why'd they do that to you? Oh my god, poor Bernie. In a way, though, I am relieved, because when you first said that, I was like, are you about to tell me her voice actress is dead or something?
No. Just
I was
a
like,
plastic figure.
I was about to be like, how serious is this? So in a way, I'm like, okay, that's not as bad as like where my brain went immediately. But oh boy, poor Bernie. I almost feel like we have to give her something decent to deal with that. Which isn't bad, because I do like Bernadetta. She's not one of my top faves, but I do like her.
She's okay to me. She's like a little more one note than I would like.
Yeah.
And she really suffers from the problem of like the support system is such that like all of her C supports are kind of the same.
Yeah.
Which frustrates me. But you know, I think B tier is fine.
Yeah, I'm
she
putting
can
her
be
in
funny.
B, I think.
Some of her more emotional supports are nice.
Yeah.
Also, as a unit, she's kind of cracked, which is fun.
It's true.
Bernadetta Vengeance is a hell of a drug.
It's great. I do really love the support she has with Sylvain, where he reads her BL and loves it. It's really good.
She does have some good supports. I do have to dig through.
I
some
wish they
ones
played
I don't
more
like
into
to
that.
Get to the gold,
Yeah.
but
I wish they did more stuff like that instead of it always being just kind of that, like, she's shy and she's gonna freak out about this person talking to her for the first support or two. But that one is, like, the one I immediately remember as really enjoying, just because I loved the concept and Sylvain, of all people, being like, oh, I read your work, it was really good. Can we, like, talk about it? Like, that's all he wanted. Well, yeah, Sylvain he's a fun one. I'm excited to talk about him.
yes.
Okay. I keep almost going to Clive. He's such a problem right here.
We can tier him if you want.
The funny thing is, I just don't have any strong feelings on Clive.
Ooh, I do. I have
Oh,
some things
do
to
you?
say about Clive.
Say it. Now's your chance.
Clive is underrated. I think both as a unit and as a character. I feel like people don't like him because he's sensitive, but I'm like, I don't know, as we ask for more depth in characters, and then people clown on Clive for like being nice to his wife, and
That is true.
so for me, he's like a high B, low A character.
We do have to respect a wife guy. That's true. That's a really good point. You know what? Yeah, sensitivity is good. I'm gonna put him in B2. I think you're right. I kind of feel like he has more going on, kind of, at least in varied ways, than Bernadetta does, so I'm gonna put him above her for myself.
He also has... Nobody ever gets to see this scene, but if you want to see a really good Clive scene, look up what scene you get if you let his wife die in the chapter that you can recruit her and then finish it. He has a special scene afterwards where he, like, basically rips into Alm, and it's really good.
Ooh, obviously, I did not let his wife die. I worked really hard to make sure I could recruit her as soon as I realized she was recruitable, but I'd have to look that up. That's interesting. Okay, Casper. Casper is a good boy, but I also felt like he was a little bit kind of one note compared to some of the other cast members.
Caspar is like a C tier to me. I have no strong feelings about Caspar, except that I think he has the biggest glow up in
He
Three
does.
Houses.
He looks very good.
He gets a real good haircut in part 2.
Also, Hemlock, hello, you're so right. But yeah, Casper's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with Caspar. He just, like, you know, he's there. And hello, Inu.
Yeah, he's alright.
Grim forgot Caspar exists. Okay, then Linthart. This guy.
Lindhart's kind of funny.
Yeah, he's like the kind of character I call like bastard affectionately, you know?
I agree, but I still don't love him. I think I like him more than Caspar.
Right?
But
I think it's gonna be a
him
low B for me.
More? I can live with low B, because I was gonna say he's either in the same tier but higher than Caspar or at like the bottom of the next one.
He made me laugh a lot, so you know, he gets to stand
has some
out for
very
that.
funny lines.
And hello, Rian, or Rain? Tell me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I want to say I love that you think of Suikoden, because I love Suikoden. So, good taste, good taste.
The Caspar skin with the tuna fish is pretty base.
Oh, it is. It's really good. See, one thing, I'm going to turn down the music just slightly. I feel like this track we're on is very loud. Okay. Anyways, though, we are looking at... Oh my god, Ferdy. Ferdy sucks. I love him so much.
Have you ever read his Edelgard supports?
Yes!
So, I feel like nobody talks enough about how Ferdinand, like, proposes public education.
Yeah! That's so funny just to think about.
Like, there's a whole support where he's like, have you thought about education? And Edelgard's like, no, not at all, actually. And he's like, well, we should have public schooling for the people.
Right? Kind of based, honestly. Like, I don't think he's S tier for me, but I think I'd put him in A.
I'm here for A.
Like,
he also has, like, I don't know if this counts for him as a character, but one of, like, the most memorable moments for me in Three Houses is if you don't recruit Ferdinand and then you have to kill him. And then Dorothea's reaction to that in the following monastery phase.
oh, I don't think I've seen that. I don't remember what she says.
Oh, it's just really good voice acting on Dorothea's part. You should look it up.
Ooh, I'll have to.
And I don't know if that should count as a point in favor of Ferdinand, but it is a good moment.
Yeah. I honestly really enjoyed his and Dorothea's supports. I thought they were good. He's very funny.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, Hubert.
Ah, yes,
man.
The vampire.
Yep. This edgy dude. Hubert is, once again, kind of in, like, a range of, like, I don't love him, I don't hate him. I feel like most of my interest in him comes from which characters he's surrounded with, you know?
I would agree with that. I mean, I think it's funny that he has a lot of the same ideology as Edelgard, but, like, without the charisma that makes me like Edelgard.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. And, like, I know that's the point of him. I don't think he's supposed to have, like, any charisma. But it is funny to think about. But at the same time, once again, I enjoyed his support with Ferdinand a lot. It's very funny that, like, these two just seeing characters like that interact is so funny. And, like, I do really appreciate, like, how much he cares about Edelgard.
Yeah, he has some good moments. He also suffers from being a boss that you fight, like, 8 times in every route.
God.
Black equals.
He just constantly is showing up, huh? It's like, do we have to teach you this lesson again, Hubert?
Every time you beat him, he's like, but I didn't die, though.
Yep. It's like, come on, every other boss dies. Oh, this guy.
But yeah, for me, I think between Caspar and Lindhart.
Yeah, I might make him a high C for myself.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. And
I'm waiting for us to find one that we vehemently disagree on.
Right? It'll be interesting. And hi, Fenario! Thank you so much for the follow! How are you doing? Yeah, how many times we got to teach you this lesson, old man? Oh shit, it's the boy. It's the boy.
Ah, it is the boy.
Oh, where are we putting him?
Oh, I'm surprised that this is, for me, this is easy ultimate.
Okay.
But I'm sensing a little more trepidation from you.
See, I like him. I like Claude a lot, but I like the other house leaders more. And I think I expected more kind of investment or an arc out of him. I played Golden Deer last, So after like Edelgard and Dimitri having their whole thing, I was like really like excited to see what Claude has going on. And like what he has going on isn't bad, but it was not as like I guess dramatic as the other two. So I didn't find myself getting invested in the way that I expected, you know?
Claude has the tragic issue of his route just being Silver Snow, but again.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like him.
Yeah, he's a great character. Like, he's a lot of fun. He's very funny. Controversial take. I think he should have been more unhinged. I would have liked him more if he were even more unhinged.
I think he should have at least been more unhinged in the routes that aren't his. Because it's a little weird that, like, if Byleth isn't with Edelgard, she becomes very unhinged.
Yeah.
If Byleth isn't with Dimitri, he becomes very unhinged. But if Byleth isn't with Claude, he's just, like, a little less confident.
Yeah, and I'm like, I feel like maybe I just wanted more out of him because he talks so much about how he's got all these schemes and stuff. And it's very funny that, like, when you actually, like, talk to him and get to know him and play with him, he doesn't really, like, scheme that much, or it's always in a very good-hearted way.
Three houses,
right? And it's
which,
like,
again, is a consequence of it just being Silver Snow again.
Yeah.
But it is frustrating.
Yeah, I think it would have been fun if they were willing to commit and have him be a little bit more, like, underhanded and stuff with it, even if he always has the best intentions. Mm-hmm. I think that would have been fun. I'm gonna put him as high A, because I do like him, I like his personality, but I do love some drama.
Alright, I can accept that for now, but depending on where we put other people, I may come back to him. Excited for this stream to ruin friendships.
Yeah, people tell us he's scheming, but they never show us that. I would have liked to see. Alright, we've got our DLC characters next. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna be honest. I forget this next guy's name. I am blanking. Balthus, thank you. I was gonna say Balthier, and I was like, that's the Final Fantasy XII character. That is not this guy. I feel like he exists in kind of a similar state as Casper for me, where I don't have any issue with him, but clearly I did not latch on too hard.
I like Balthus, but I like Balthus, interestingly, a lot for his contributions in Three Hopes.
Okay.
He has a fun paralogue in that, and he gets some neat backstory where you learn about his relationship with his mom. I enjoyed that. Yeah. But I agree, overall, I don't think he's, like, too different than Caspar. I have him a little above Caspar, personally. But, yeah, I mean, I have similar feelings where I'm not,
Himbo Wrights is a good reason
super
to love
enamored
him.
with either.
Yeah, I think
he is hotter than Caspar.
He is hotter. Maybe I should move him up just because, you know, hot. But if I'm judging on hotness, Hubert needs to go lower.
You don't like our vampire boy?
Listen, he's objectively not hot.
Okay, we have a hot character coming up though.
It's true, we do. We have a lot of hot characters coming up. Oh, you were so right. Yuri is so hot. Yuri's so hot. Yeah, it's true. Hubert is hot in a non-hot way. For, like, my Final Fantasy XIV viewers, he's hot the same way Emmett Selk is hot. But God, I think Yuri...
he kind of is, isn't he?
Yeah. Right? It's that same kind of gaunt, sunken-in face and stuff. And, like, the dark hair. I'm surprised nobody's drawn them next to each other. Oh, I'm not gonna be mean to Yuri, but I'm also gonna be honest, he's getting... A lot of the reason he's getting as high a place for me as he is because I'm shallow.
Alright, I can't let you put him above Claude.
Listen, but Yuri is so hot, and I feel like Yuri has more of what I wanted from Claude going on.
No, I mean, they're both great. Personally, I would have them in the same tier, but if we must have Claude in A, then I can accept Yuri in S.
The thing is, you can also always, like, make your own version of the tier list too, and we can compare and see where our differences are. But I know...
No. We can collaborate.
Okay.
It's fine. I can compromise.
Listen, I was open that Yuri is getting as high a place as he is because I'm shallow. He's hot.
What is this? Claude not hot?
He is, but Yuri has like he has the femboy look.
He does. He is pretty uniquely hot.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's the appeal. Sometimes it is an appeal for guys to be a little ugly. I can agree with that. I'm an Estinian liker.
Yeah, I mean, we are gonna get to some ugly guys that I like.
It's true, it's true. There's gonna be a point where it's like, you know, this guy is not hot, but God, his character is so good, you know? First time you saw Yuri, you thought he was a girl? That's the appeal! Okay. Here's another character I really like, because I really like haughty, noble girls.
I like Constance. Constance is funny. I'm not like... I like where you were hovering her there around B tier.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't
thinking
like her
maybe
as much
high
as the
B
A
or
tier
low
characters.
A.
But I do like her. She's very funny.
Maybe I'll give her a high B just because I know there are other characters, even just in Three Houses, I do like a lot more. Oh, you have to go soon? That's okay, Mono Zero. That's okay. If you need to go soon, that's all good. Oh, your boy, I know you love Sylvain. I think for me, Sylvain's gonna rank very high. Sure, let's tier Sylvain. Okay. I'm thinking an A for Sylvain. Like I think above Ferdinand.
I was prepared to say S, but I can accept A.
I'm down for an S for Sylvain, honestly.
I love Sylvain. I think he's the best version of, like, the obnoxious flirt trope that they've done ever in Fire Emblem. Usually I hate that trope.
Oh, same. I usually hate the, like, playboy flirt characters. They are not my type at all. But, like, I don't know, I got him, you know?
Well, it's actually explored.
Yeah,
for Sylvain.
Like it makes sense.
This is why he's like this. It's not good. He has room to grow. And I'm like, there's something to that.
Honestly, I nearly married him my first playthrough because obviously I was playing as female Byleth, so I recruited him immediately and didn't realize why until a little while after when I got told. And I think if Edelgard hadn't been there, I might have married him. He just had the bad luck.
I also think it's extremely funny that if you're female Byleth, you can just immediately recruit him.
Literally, I remember I was playing, like, my first playthrough. I'd chosen Black Eagles. I was just running around the monastery, getting to know everybody and seeing what it was like. And then I'd, like, walk up to Sylvain and I'd try hitting, like, the recruit button, because I'd kind of been doing that on everybody. And he's immediately like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, oh, okay, neat. And then later I was told, like, yeah, he only does that if you're playing as female Byleth.
Horny bastard.
Right? I'm like, he's so stupid. He'll take sides in a war based on how horny he is, and I think that's great. But God. Okay. Okay. Oh, we do have a good girl here. I don't know how high I'm gonna put her, but yeah, she is a good girl.
I have her around the same place I have Constance.
That's
I think I like Happy slightly better.
Yeah, I think...
But I like them similar amounts.
Same. I think they're about the same.
I like that she calls Byleth Chatterbox. I
think
that's funny.
I think that is very funny. I do like when they poke fun at Byleth being silent. I don't mind silent protagonists as long as, like, it's done well or they, like, have fun with it, you know?
Yeah, I have some opinions on Byleth, but we'll get there when
we'll talk about
there.
that when we get to Byleth. I'm down to, because I think Byleth is interesting to discuss that way. Alright. Okay, oh, you were barely in the story, huh?
Dude, tragically, because she's so cool.
She's very cool. Like, I'm tempted to make her, like, at least put her in, like, C. Yeah.
It's tough because when she's around, I really like her.
Yeah.
Like, if we were just judging it on, like, the 30 minutes she's in the game for,
right?
She would be, like, an A tier for me. But, like, it's hard for me to put her above characters that I like and are in the game for more than 3 seconds.
That's the problem, is, like, I like her, she's great, but she's not around much, so I know objectively I don't have that same, like, attachment that I do with other characters.
She does. She gets a little bit more to do in Three Hopes, but still, even then, not as much as I was hoping. I really thought you'd be able to recruit her in the Golden Deer path.
I really thought so too. I was really expecting it, and then she's again just kind of in and out of the story, and I was like, oh, okay, bye.
But yeah, I'm fine with C with the acknowledgement that it's like a C, but we really like her.
Yeah, it's like, it's hard because it's just like, I'm thinking about it relative to the other characters I've put in C. And it's like, I have more of like, you know, an emotional reaction to seeing the other C characters than I do her, even though I like her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm feeling, at least.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Oh, Dimitri.
So I would make the argument that Dimitri doesn't just kill women, he
murders them.
I would make the argument that Dimitri has the best and most complete arc in Three Houses.
Also, it's hot when he kills people.
Plus, he gets to be a pirate in part 2.
Yeah,
and I appreciate that.
He gets a cool eye patch. And his hair, pre-time skip, horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
But then he looks so good post-time skip.
Right!
And his mid-skip is just okay.
It's just fine. Yeah. But, yeah, I didn't really know what to expect out of Blue Lions. I was just kind of going through it. But, you know, when he had his funny little breakdown, his little top 10 anime breakdowns moment, I was like, oh no, I'm in love with him.
Yeah, I really like him. The scene where he does kill every last one of them is hysterical.
It's great. Oh, Dimitri, you need therapy so badly. I love you. Hello, Cube. Good to see you.
Needs therapy, but all he has is a very quiet professor.
Yeah, you know what? This is stupid, but I love the dynamic of absolutely unhinged man who's also just a wife guy, you know? So romancing him made it great for me.
I had not thought about that, but sure, why not?
Fair enough. I feel like that's a very me thought, you know?
But yeah, I think Dimitri benefits a lot from his route having the best writing, in my opinion. Like, if you were to just ask me in a vacuum which of the 3 lords do I like the best personality-wise, it's Claude.
Mm-hmm.
But Dimitri's route is just better.
Yeah, it's a really good route. Like, it's good. I enjoyed a lot of the maps. I remember really enjoying that final map. I remember having a lot of fun on that one.
That final map is hell on maddening.
Oh, I bet. Even just, I was playing, like, you know, my first playthrough just on normal to, like, get a feel for, like, the game, and I was like, this is, like, it was still challenging, but I was like, I liked that, though. It was challenging in a good way compared to, like, some other stuff I'd seen.
Also, Hegemon Edelgard looks really cool.
Yeah, that was a cool boss.
So it's got that going for it.
Yeah, that was sick. Oh, man. Felix, your dad.
Why can't I think of his name?
He's
Felix's dad.
Yeah, he's Felix's dad. I don't know. God, let's see. Oh, that's very fair hemlock.
Rodrigue. His name is
Rodrigue. Right.
I think he's a pretty... Well, when I say good here, I mean interesting from a writing standpoint.
Yeah, he is.
Perhaps not a good dad, but one of the better written Fire Emblem dads.
That's what I'm split between, because I do really like Felix, so I'm like, why don't you treat my boy better? But also, he's a good character, you know?
Yes, I agree. Well, it's interesting, I think, to have, because characters that have parental trauma are very common in Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
But what's a lot more uncommon is having the dad be there and, like, kind of know that he messed up. So you're watching, like, the development of both of them, you know?
Yeah, it creates a way more interesting dynamic when it's not just a character being like, you know, oh, my dad sucked, when dad is there and being like, yeah, I sucked and I don't really know what to do about that.
But he's trying, and that makes him compelling, you know?
Yeah.
Which, for me, makes him a B-tier
I think I'm good with B2. It's good writing, it's interesting, and it's like, it helps freshen up, you know, kind of a writing trope that's very, very well trodden in the series, so I think that helps. All right. Oh, Yuritsa. You.
So I assume if we're tiering him, we're also tiering him in his alter ego, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think
All
it
right,
only makes
in
sense.
that case, I don't like him very much.
Same, I know I was just talking about really liking Dimitri being unhinged and wishing Claude was more unhinged, but this is like the bad version of that to me.
Well, this is like if all you are is unhinged.
Yeah, and there's no real reason behind, like,
He does, I enjoy
he has a
his
reason,
stuff
but
with,
like,
I do enjoy his stuff with Mercedes.
yeah. Well, that's the thing, though. I'm not interested in him. I'm interested in what he means to Mercedes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. So I'm fine with D.
Yeah, I feel like he's a D for me. I'm happy with him there. Sothis! She is fun.
Sothis is okay to me. I don't really have strong opinions about her.
I mostly think she was funny. I mean, like, if you must give the silent protagonist a kind of companion character to speak thoughts for you.
You could do a lot worse than
Yeah.
Sothis.
Like, she's not high tier for me, but I'm thinking of putting her around B.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Good with a B for Sothis. Alright. Okay, here's another controversial character. Where are we gonna
This is
put
a
Rhea?
controversial one. Okay, so I think as like a character in the plot, Rhea's gotta be S tier.
Yeah, I really like Rhea as a character. As a person,
You know, yeah,
I don't
maybe
like
as
her.
a person, not so
Yeah,
much.
so that's
but
where I'm
in
split.
terms of what she does for the plot,
Yeah.
like A+, chef's kiss. It's great.
Yeah, she's a good character, but she scares me, exactly. She didn't, like, I spent most of, like, all of my playthroughs deeply uncomfortable whenever she was around, which I think was, like, intentional.
Yeah, I think that is what makes her good, right?
Yeah.
Also, she has a cool design.
She does. I do love her design. We could put her S just for, like, you know, especially what she brings to the story and the fact that, like, you're not supposed to, like, love her is intentional, so she's doing exactly what she's supposed to.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the... Yeah, I mean, she's essentially, at least in my view, kind of like, at best, morally gray, and maybe a bad guy, right? And I think she does that very well.
It's like, I do think they did a good job of where, like, you understand exactly why she has the viewpoints she does and stuff, and you could see why she thinks and does what she does, even if you're like, well, you're still doing bad things and acting in a villainous role right now. And I do always really appreciate that in a character and story.
Yeah, I think she's good.
Dad! I love my dad.
Gerald.
Gerald.
Yeah, Gerald's pretty good. I thought his story was, like, perhaps a little predictable. Like, as soon as he showed up, I was like...
Yeah, you were like, he's gonna die.
I was like, this is Ike's dad, but again.
Yeah.
And then it kind of was, but a little different. But I still like him. He was well executed.
I'm thinking maybe A tier for Geralt.
Yeah,
like,
A tier's fine with me.
Yeah, he's really good.
I also enjoy... I don't know, I don't think you played Three Hopes, but he gets a bit of an expanded role in that.
Oh, that is good. Yeah. I did appreciate, like, what we learn about him and Byleth's mother, even though it is kind of like, you know, it's again kind of predictable, like, I've seen this story, but it's good.
Yeah, and I agree that it probably wasn't as tragic as Ike's dad, but...
Yeah.
You know, Ike's dad is, like, kind of an S-tier moment in the series, so being a little worse than Ike's dad is still pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when it's like we're comparing it to something that's very difficult to beat. Okay. So we've got Cyril. I talked a little bit about in that video that we did that, like, I'm softer on Cyril than I know a lot of the fandom is.
I don't dislike Cyril.
Yeah. I see so much hate for him, and maybe it's just because I got very attached through his support with Lysithea, but, like, I was like, I liked him, I thought he was fine, I thought his, like, viewpoint makes sense for his character, and I don't know, I had felt he was useful as the unit.
I think that he struggles a bit from one of the more interesting things about him being the Almyra stuff.
Yeah.
But the game is not that interested in exploring the Almyra stuff. Like
Yeah.
they'll be like, okay, here's a character being racist, but we're not really gonna
We're not gonna deal with that, really.
we're not gonna discuss the implications of that,
Yeah.
or like, we're gonna talk about uh Hilda's family kidnapping children,
Yeah.
but we're not gonna go in. We're not talking about it any more than that. We're
Yeah,
just telling you
we're
that
not
it
gonna actually
happens.
deal with that.
So I think he could have been more interesting,
Yeah.
but as it stands, he's fine to me.
I might put him in like B tier. Like,
Yeah, I would say I like him about the same amount I like Sothis.
yeah, he's good. He's just a little underutilized. Thank you for the thirsty redeem in the stretch. Okay, good chance to stretch ourselves out and have some water. All right, as we go down, who's next? Ooh, I might be shallow again. I might be a little shallow.
Well, then we might be on the same page,
Yeah.
because this was my romance option of choice.
Listen,
in Three
she's
Houses.
so good. She's so good and she's so hot.
I will say, though, even beyond being shallow, I do think this is just a good character.
I do too. She's really fun. And Qualified Nugget, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, I'm with you on S. I enjoy her relationship with Catherine.
Yeah. I'm gonna move her above Rhea though. I think I enjoy her more than Rhea. I'm more excited when she's around. And then we do have Catherine next. I'll admit,
I like Catherine a lot too, but a little less.
Yeah, same. I'm like, I might put her in A tier as well, because I like her. She's great, but like between her and Shamir, I was always way more interested in like Shamir.
Whenever, all I'm saying is whenever I get to that quest where you have to give one of them that rock that they want, I always
Shamir.
give the rock to Shamir. So.
Like, clearly I have a bias. Yeah, and she's very devoted to Rhea, which is always like, oh.
They do both have bonkers stats when you get them, though, which is nice.
It is. It's great. Love them. Oh, here's a character I have no strong feelings on. He's fine. He might be another C tier for me, but like, on the lower end.
Why can't I think of his name?
I'm also blanking.
I like this character. I should know his name. See, Church. Alois.
Alois, thank you.
I like Alois. For me, he would be like top of C, maybe like.
Yeah.
Maybe ahead of a couple of the B characters for me. But if you don't like him as much, C is fine.
Yeah, I'm just like, I liked him fine. I just felt like he was a little one note for me.
Oh, I just think he's kind of cute.
Yeah,
He's
he is funny.
He has his book of dad jokes that I think is funny.
Yeah, I did hear his romance supports apparently Garbo, which sucks. I heard it's not even like very romantic, even though you can S tier him, which sucks. But oh well.
Well, I don't know, but wouldn't it be kind of like a little weird if you romanced him? I actually liked his
I guess
S
it would
support,
be.
because I was like, I feel like him being more like your supportive uncle.
I think it is just very funny. Though I know it was disappointing for especially a lot of gay guys who played and wanted better options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do admit that as a bi girl, I had the better deal. Okay, Annette's dad. Once
Gilbert.
again. Yep, Gilbert.
This guy, for me, he's got to be bottom of C or lower, because to me he is the worst of like the mentor characters, so he has to go under Judith for me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put him D. Like, yeah, he's an F tier dad. Like, I don't.
Well, he's an F tier dad, and he's not interesting about it.
Like he doesn't have.
Rodriguez is also a bad dad.
Yeah,
but he's interesting.
He's given like some character pathos about it. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I'm happy with him as a low D. At least Yuritsa's kind of funny with how much of a freak he is, you know?
And some of the Death Knight stuff is cool. It's a little intimidating before you realize Lightsithia can just one-shot him.
Yeah! Yeah, exactly. So I think I'm happy with him there. Okay, Byleth discussion time.
So, interestingly, I like Byleth better in everything that isn't Three Houses.
I've heard that's a very common opinion, is that Byleth is a lot better anytime they, like, are not the protagonist.
Yeah, I like them in Three Hopes. I like them in Engage, where they're still stoic, but there's just a little more there. In Three Houses, it feels, they have their moments. They're not like a total blank slate.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of their supports annoy me, because a lot of them are like people telling Byleth their problems and Byleth being like, well, have you considered fixing it? And then they're like, oh, you're so emotionally intelligent. I'm better now.
Oh, man. Oh, no. I lost Byleth somewhere.
But I'm not a Byleth hater, especially with the content in the other games. Like, I actually really like Byleth in Three Hopes.
I think when Byleth is allowed to be a bit more of a character, Byleth is good.
Yes, I think when they're showing more personality, I like them a lot. In terms of Avatar protagonists, I have them like kind of firmly in the middle. I don't like them as much as Robin, but I like them better than Corrin.
Exactly same. How do we feel about a B ranking?
I think B is fine.
Yeah, we'll put
we
B.
gotta start being nicer or meaner, because we're putting too many people in B.
Yeah, we gotta figure this out. Alright, Manuela! Oh, Manuela. Oh, girly.
I ended up liking Manuela more than I thought I would.
Same. I think she's funny.
Where does Chris factor in? Chris would be towards the bottom for me. I don't like Chris too much.
I'm considering another B for Manuela, even though we just said we gotta stop putting so many people in B. Because, like, she's not, like, standout one of my faves, but, like, she's funny. She's a lot of fun, and she is good.
I guess this is someone else's line, but it's describing something she's doing. One of my favorite... Yeah, maybe at the end we should split this into a B plus, B minus.
Yeah, we could.
At the end. But, I remember there's a moment where you can talk to Hanneman in the cafeteria, and he's like, did you see Manuela? She just dropped a sandwich and picked it up off the ground and ate it. And from that moment forward, Manuela became a character I liked a lot more.
I love her! That's incredible! Yeah, I love her. She's a disaster. She's perfect. I want her to have everything she ever wants.
She has a great moment with Cyril, too, where... I'm trying to remember the exact context, but... she's like annoying Cyril, and Cyril is like, well, why don't you just do this? And she's like, well, if I do that, you're gonna go away, right? And he's like, yes.
That is really funny. I remember that support. That was really funny. God. She's great. I love just seeing her interact with anyone. They're so funny. Oh. Okay. I feel like I'm tempted to put him near Manuela, because to me they're kind of peas in a pod, you know?
See, I want to put him a tier down, though.
Okay.
Because I actually think Hanneman is, like, too mean to Manuela.
That's fair,
to the
honestly.
point where it, like, makes me dislike him when he's doing it. I'm like, there's ribbing, and then there's, like, you just being a jerk to Manuela.
That's true. That's a good point. Like... I can agree with that. I agree with that. Let's move him down to C, because I think you made a very good point.
He does have some very cool supports as related to, like, characters that have crests, though.
Yes, he does.
Which is kind of neat.
But yeah, I could see, like, you know, he's a little too mean to Manuela. Let her live her life. You know?
Well, it's like, he's mean to her sometimes over stuff that, like, isn't even that bad.
Yeah,
like,
it's like she was just kind of minding her business, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's fair. I think that's very, very fair. All right. Oh, we got our green siblings, quote unquote.
I like Flame.
Me too. She's very cute. She's very funny.
She likes fish.
Yeah. She likes fish. She's green. I have to support her. Solidarity.
I could put her in A.
Yeah, I feel like she could be an A. Like, she's
I like
fun.
her probably a little less than I like Catherine, but...
Yeah, so we'll keep her towards the end of the tier, below Catherine.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she is good. She is fun, she's cute, she's sweet. And
I
I remember
enjoy
her being a pretty good
dynamic
unit.
with the next character.
Me too. Oh, Sedith. Oh,
The
Sedith.
gatekeeper. At the end, we'll rank the gatekeeper.
Oh my god. Well, Gatekeeper's gonna be above Ultimate tier, obviously.
That's true. We do need a gatekeeper tier.
Yeah. So
All
I
right,
feel
now
like...
Sedith for me. This guy's an S tier for me.
Okay. He is very good.
I love Sedith.
Yeah. I like his story. I feel like he plays, you know, the character who initially doesn't like you but comes to accept you being in the, like, you know, part of the group very well. Like...
Yeah, I enjoy that. He gets to have some good moments in, like, the part where Flame gets kidnapped.
Yeah.
I think that's a very good moment for Sedith.
His relationship with her is very sweet. Like, I care about this little family.
Yeah,
very
I
good.
like them a lot.
Yeah. Oh, Sedith's heroes art is eyes emoji too. Oh, good point. Very good
I'm gonna
point.
have to look it up.
Ooh, it's very good. It's very, very good. All right. So,
Oh yeah, that's
I'm gonna
good
make...
heroes art.
It is. I'm gonna make a guess here. Brian, do you have very positive feelings about this next character? I'm trying to judge how well I know your
positive
taste.
than a lot of people.
That's fair. I'm
But
kind of
perhaps not that positive. Like,
Yeah.
for me, this is like a top of C, bottom of B character.
I can take top of C for her. I didn't love her because I felt like she's more harsh on you than you deserve, but also I don't think she's nearly as bad as people make her out to be.
No, everybody says that she only talks about Geraldton. I just don't actually think that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're in Golden Deer. But even if
Yeah.
you're not in Golden Deer, I'm like, yeah, she talks about him a lot, but it's not the only thing she talks about.
Exactly. Like, I don't know. She's like,
I like her
she's fine.
post-time skip design.
Me too. Her post-time skip is really, really cute. I think, like, the only major problem I have with her is, like, what she says to you in the monastery after Geralt dies, I think is pretty, like, it's, like, too much, but, you know.
Yeah.
I could
mean,
also
it's
accept
too-
that
I mean,
she's,
she
like,
does
acting
end
out
up-
in grief.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you can understand it, but
Yeah.
it does feel a little mean.
Yeah, it does feel like a little much, and I was kind of like, oh, never mind. Oh, Hilda. Hilda is very funny, but also we
Hilda.
talked about the issues with her
Hilda.
family
Hilda.
earlier, and I always think about that when I look at her, and I'm
I
like,
was gonna say, it's hard because Hilda is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
She 95% of the time that she's on screen, I'm a happy camper.
yeah,
And then they just threw in that Elmira stuff.
yeah. And it's like, she's so, like, her design is so cute. I think she's funny. I love her, like, all her designs. But it's so hard when it's like, man, the game sure is actively ignoring that your family's kind of like war criminals and slavers, huh?
Okay, but here's the question, though.
Yeah.
If we can give Edelgard and Dimitri some war crimes as a treat, like, can we forgive Hilda for her family's war crimes?
I feel like the difference is that it's hard because I want the story to acknowledge her family's war crimes
Yes,
more.
the story
whereas-
does not acknowledge her,
Yeah.
her problems.
I think the reason I have, like, it bothers me less with Edelgard and Dimitri is that I feel like the writers want you to look at those two and, like, acknowledge and discuss the flaws.
Okay. Can we put her in A, though?
Yes,
see
I
that's
think I'm
where
good
you've
with
got her
A.
covered.
I
And that
think-
seems appropriate to
Yeah.
me, because I think without that aspect, she would
She'd
be
be-
like
yeah.
S, or maybe even ultimate for me. I
Yeah,
really like Hilda.
I think so.
But I do agree that the Cyril Hilda paralogue is
Oof.
uncomfortable.
Oof. Oof. Yeah, it just left a bad taste in my mouth that I still haven't washed out, you know? And I wish it had not. But hey, Marianne, I love Marianne.
Yeah, I like Marianne a lot too.
Yeah, I think for me she's like an S, but how do you feel about her?
For me, she would probably be an A, but
Okay.
I can take S. You gave me a Sedith an S, so.
Okay, so we'll give Marianne a nice S. I like her. I like quiet girls who aren't just shy quiet. They're kind of like negative, jaded quiet, you know? Like a little
Yeah,
bit
well-
like mean and like overly pessimistic.
Well, and I remember her interesting me, but because when you start it, she's like very quiet, but she can also like talk to animals.
Yeah,
So I was like, all right, what is up with this
yeah,
weird, quiet girl? And it made me want to read more of her supports.
exactly.
So.
You want to know like what her whole deal is, and I think her story with the crest and everything is really interesting. I liked it.
Yeah,
So
her paralog's a pain though.
it is. It is. It sucks to play, but I like the story of it. Okay, so I have very strong feelings about Lysithea. Where does she sit at for you?
I really like Lysithea. Probably like high A, maybe low S for me.
Okay, if it were just me choosing, I'd put her in Ultimate, but that is because she is, like, concocted in a lab to be one of my favorite characters ever.
All right, how do you feel about the? Tell me more about that in a second.
Okay.
But how do you feel about the compromise of mid S?
I could see a mid-S. That would feel good, like around here-ish.
Maybe like above Rhea?
Yeah, in between Rhea and Shamir.
Okay,
I
now
think
tell
that's
me
good.
tell me about your love for Lysithea.
You know, like I mentioned earlier, I really like haughty noble girls, and like she falls into that in a very different way than Constance does, but in a way that I like more, where kind of the haughtiness and boastfulness comes from like her having like this innate need to prove herself and to be taken seriously, which I don't know, it's just a character like setup that I really, really like. I think it's very interesting, like, and especially her reasons for being that way. Just the fact that she has a very limited lifespan, so she feels the need to, like, do as much as she can for her family right now is really interesting. And I'm always also into stories about, like, familial duty and how that affects people and things like that. And I just think she's really interesting. I think she's very funny. I think she's both allowed to be genuinely competent and, like, have, you know, genuine reasons to be boastful, but also, you know, it's not, the story and characters are not above also taking her down a peg a little bit and, you know, reminding us and reminding her that, like, you know, she does not have to be perfect and taken seriously all the time. Like, she can relax a bit and that would be fine.
Yeah, I really like characters that like know they're gonna die.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a weird thing to say, but like that know they're gonna die in the next 10 to 20 years.
Well, like, it's
So whether that be,
interesting
like,
what a character does with that time.
yeah,
It's an interesting
like,
question.
lets them explore mortality during a war. It's interesting. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's really, really interesting. And hey, Dick, how are you doing? But yeah, I think she's good. I loved, like, a lot of her supports. I think, yeah, somebody mentioned, yeah, her supports with Edelgard are really, really good. I liked her supports with Claude, too. I just think she's a very interesting character, and also, she is so useful to have in your army. She was my crutch for many playthroughs.
She's my Death Knight killer.
Yeah. You just send her in against almost anything, and she'll take it down in a hit, like, easy. You don't even have to invest that much into her.
Yeah,
it's great.
Super fun unit to use.
Yeah. Made me feel so strong whenever I'd move her around. It's great. Alright, we have Ignatz now. He's a good boy, but I don't feel like I, like, love him, you know?
Alright, I have like a proposal though.
Okay.
Can we tier him and Raphael together? Because I feel like
yeah.
I feel like the thing that makes them good is their relationship with each other.
It's true. That honestly, they are the most interesting in their, like, when they are with each other. They did create a very, very strong, like, friendship and, like, character dynamic there that I think is really, really interesting.
Yeah, because apart, I do not particularly care for either of them. Like, they would be, like, probably lower C for me.
Yeah.
But together, I quite like them.
Okay.
And maybe that makes for lower B. I don't know.
Sure. Do we want to lower B them together?
That would be fine with me.
All right. Let's do it. Okay. Male Byleth. Are you good with putting him just next to female Byleth?
Yeah, it doesn't really change much for me.
Same. It, like,
I know some people it really does.
Yeah,
matter,
I know it
but
does.
For me,
but
it does not.
Between these two, for me, like, and I think for honestly a lot of the, like, the Avatar characters, I am just not the type of person who has strong feelings between male and female protagonists unless they have distinct personalities, like in Persona 3 or something.
Yeah, I agree. Usually I just pick the one I'm going to use based on who I want to romance that playthrough.
Exactly. It's all the same to me. All Laurens. What a guy. What a guy. Oh, where are we going to place him?
No idea where to put Laurens, because I like Laurens, but I feel like I mostly like Laurens for the memes.
Yeah, I'm like, he's very funny, but also he's kind of a complete shithead.
Yeah, so it's like, do I actually like Laurens, or do I just like that PNG of him with the gun?
Yeah, same, that's what I meant too. I'm thinking maybe like a lower C. I feel like that's a good place.
How about like between, what would you think about between Alois and Hubert? Because I think I like him better than Alois.
Okay, I could do that. I could do that. He at least gets a good glow up too. I hate his pre-time skip hair, but post-time skip hair is, like, good.
Yes, I agree.
Yes. Okay. Alright.
Alright, racism 2.
Ooh! Electric Boogaloo! Oh god, I would have liked Ingrid a lot more if she wasn't like that.
Yeah.
I feel like, again, it's that kind of thing where I feel like her feelings on it aren't quite interrogated enough for it to feel comfortable.
I would agree with that, which is a shame because I do find other aspects of her character interesting.
I like her dynamic with, like, Felix and everything. I think it's really interesting what they have going on there. But oh god, the second I saw her interaction with Cyril, I was like, ooh.
Well, and it's also a bigger part of her character.
Yeah.
Like, with Hilda, it's not great, but at least it's isolated to, like, one support and one paralogue.
Yeah.
Whereas it is a bigger part of what's going on with Ingrid.
Yeah, and I feel like, again, it's still, despite it somehow being a bigger part, which was, like, our complaint with Hilda was that it's not a bigger part. I feel like it's a bigger part, but in a bad way, you know?
Well, it's a bigger part, but it still isn't adequately addressed.
Yeah,
so.
it's just like she has more time to be racist, but not for us to deal with why that's wrong.
Yeah. She has some good moments.
Yeah.
She has her other supports I like quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think her thing about wanting to be a knight.
Yeah, I like her post-time skip design again.
To her house. I like all of her designs. People make fun of her designs, but I think they're all good.
Yeah, I think they're fine. Like, I think she looks good. I'm thinking of putting her around D. Maybe, I don't know. What do you think?
Do we really like her less than Juritsa?
No, but
it's gotta be. If we're putting her in D, it's gotta be top of D.
We could put her top of D. I'd be happy with that.
I don't like her less than Gilbert and Juritsa.
Yeah. I can at least talk more about things I did like with her, even though I think the flaws are very, very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I do like her paralogue with Dorothea.
Yeah, that is good. Alright, let's see. Annette! Oh, Annette's a cutie.
Yeah, this character is like the epitome of, like, fine to me.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah.
But I don't have any strong feelings, really.
Yeah, I feel like most of my attachment to her comes from the fact that I really enjoyed her supports with Felix. Those are very funny. So
that's fair. Although I like all of Felix's supports are good.
He's really good. We're gonna talk about Felix when I get to it.
Yes.
Let's see. Where do we want to put her? Do we feel like she's kind of C tier? Higher
like
C?
C or B to me.
I'll put her like higher C. Alright. Mercedes! Aw.
Alright,
okay.
It's my turn to be shallow now.
Okay. Are we moving her up?
The character of Mercedes... Oh, no, I'm being shallow the other way.
Okay.
The character of Mercedes is fine. I do not like the voice.
Oh, that's true. I feel bad saying it, but I felt this in everything that her voice actress has been in. I don't like her acting.
It's not the voice actors doing a bad job. I think that the voice is exactly what they wanted. I just don't like it.
I don't know. I honestly think, like, her voice itself is fine, but I've heard this in the way her actress delivers so many lines for years, because she was also Sayaka in Danganronpa, and I really hated how her lines were delivered there. Just something about it comes off so, like, forced and wooden. Like, to me, it does not feel like a real voice. It feels like a person putting on a voice, and even within anime voice acting, I personally don't really like that.
Yeah. Now, I will say, the rest of the character is good.
Yeah, that's fair.
She is the most interesting part of the Death Knight.
She is. She really is. She has some good supports. I like when she tells Lorenz to fuck off. I felt that was very funny.
Yes, I agree.
Let's see.
I see you hovering B, and I can agree with that.
We want to put her B? Let's do it. But yeah, she's good. I just wish she had better, better acting, better delivery. All right. Ash! How do you feel about Ash?
He's okay. He's kind of cute.
He is. I am attached to Ash for a reason. You're going to laugh at me when I say this. You're going to laugh at me. One of our mutual friends, Gabby, pointed out to me, he's the Graha Tia of Fire Emblem, and that's why I like him.
Elaborate.
Okay, so they're both little guys who really want to be heroes and, like, are really into stories of heroic tales and stuff. And they're just, like, nice little guys. I would say Ash definitely does not have, like, as much, like, kind of development or stuff going on, but he does tap into me liking that character type.
Yeah, he does lack the,
he does not have any.
He lacks, like, the excellent writing that Graha Tia has.
Yeah,
but you're right.
Ash does not get to be a Shadowbringers character, unfortunately. But, like, the building blocks are the same, and that they are things that I objectively like in a character.
I can agree with that now that you've explained it to me.
Yeah. Oh no, I dropped him.
But where do you want to put him? Where did you put him? I didn't see.
I dropped him by accident. If I accidentally right-click, it just throws them somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, where'd he go? He's gone!
Back on the...
Ash!
At the bottom.
I've lost my boy!
Did you lose him?
If you see him, let me know, but we might have to see if we find him as we go through later.
He's left the first.
Oh god. No! So it's just like the end of Crystal Tower. Oh, there he is. There he is. Thank you, Fonorino. Yeah, I feel like, though, I'd be happy putting him in, like, a B.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right. I do appreciate a little guy. He was very high on my marriage candidates list.
He is a little guy. I'll give him that. I like that he likes to cook.
Me too. He's just like, he's nice, you know. I feel like he'd take care of me. No.
All right. Now on to
Felix.
A very good one.
Yes. Bastard affectionate.
All right. So before we discuss, I'm just gonna put this out there, and you can tell me if you disagree.
Okay.
Ultimate?
I would honestly be like, yeah, ultimate or S for me. He is very high up there for me. He's really good. As much as I gushed about Dimitri, I actually did marry Felix my first Blue Lions playthrough.
Well, okay. Dimitri is definitely less, I mean, obviously, you said you like the unhinged wife guy, but I think generally speaking, Felix is more marriage material than Dimitri is.
It's kind of funny because I was actually kind of let down. I wished that Felix's, like, you know, the whole, like, proposal S tier was a little bit more, like, romantic, but also that wouldn't have suited him. He's not that kind of guy.
Yeah, I think one of the interesting things about Felix is a lot of characters are really great, like, in their route.
Yeah.
Felix is also really good in Crimson Flower.
He is. He's really good.
He feels like he feels so dead inside.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
It's really good.
It works so well.
It's such a funny way to put it, but you're 100% right. Like,
and he also is, like, one of the only characters that is, like, he is a big part of what makes Azure Moon work.
Yeah.
Because he is the only character that is just calling Dimitri out constantly.
Yeah.
And it is what makes the arc work.
It's
in my
really,
opinion.
really good. I really like Felix. He's great. He's a lot of fun. God. Love him.
And his relationship with Rodrigue is fun. But
it is. Yeah.
Earlier.
We talked about that. It's good. He's good. Oh, Dedue.
Great character.
Yeah.
I love Dedue. Gets kind of shafted.
Yeah.
By just going away for a while and
It's
the game not doing as much with Elmira stuff as I would like.
Yeah. I feel like they definitely could have done more with him, but on his own, I think he's a really good character.
Or not Elmira.
Or
the
what was
other one.
What was the name? Yes. I'm tempted to be like A or S. I think it depends how we feel based on how much he gets kind of shafted by the writing. How big a factor we want that to play.
I don't know. I want to say A because
Okay.
I don't like him better than Claude. But
I'm down with A. I'm down with A.
But I do like him a lot.
Fair enough. All right, we have Petra.
Petra's
Okay.
cool. For me,
She
she's
is
like
very cool.
She has an interesting premise, I think, with being kind of like a political capital, sort of.
Yeah.
Which I think makes her a little more interesting than, kind of everyone we have in C tier.
Yeah, I don't think I'd put her like in C tier.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if it's like B or A.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to decide.
It does annoy me a little bit that I feel like ever since Teen Titans came out, whenever there's a character that doesn't speak the main language, is learning the main language, they're like, okay, we need to write her dialogue like she's Starfire.
Yeah.
And it grates on me a little bit.
It kind of sucks because I feel like for Starfire it kind of made sense because she's an alien, but when people aren't fluent in a language, that's not really how they talk,
Yeah, but I still like her. She has some great supports. She's a fun unit to use too. I like units that are fast because it's fun to double things.
Same, it's very nice. It feels very good.
But let me hold up. Let me look at who we have in B.
Sure. Take a look.
I'm gonna say top of B because I don't think I like her better than Constance or Happy.
Yeah.
So to me, she's like top of B.
Okay. We'll put it there. All right. Okay, Dorothea, we have our last three houses character. Nice.
Dorothea's got to be A or S, right?
Yeah. I'm down to put her in an S. She's great.
I'm fine with
She's
S.
fantastic.
She feels very much like one of the emotional cores of the game. Like I was saying, she has that Ferdinand scene that I know you hadn't seen, but you should really look it up.
I should.
Good.
I just think overall she's a very layered and complex character who, she makes sense. She's really interesting. She adds a lot. She has a great design. She has great supports. All right,
here's my design complaint though.
Okay.
I don't like that she loses the hat.
Same. The hat is so good. I love the hat.
But I mean, it's still a good design. I like the post-skip design still.
It's still good. It's just
I miss the hat when it's gone.
I remember when she was revealed before the game came out, and I was like, I love her hat.
Yep.
It's great. But she's good. She's great.
Alright, so that's 3 houses.
Yeah. Alright, we're moving into Shadows of Valencia then.
Well, do you want to do that one next? Because we can do any of them.
I'm good in either way. Do you have any preference? I honestly have none.
I was going to say, Awakening or SOV are the ones that are more top of mind for me. Fates, we are definitely going to hit some characters where I'm like, ugh.
Same. I'm honestly the exact same, where Awakening and Shadows of Valencia kind of I'm going to have more to say on other than specific characters. I don't know, we could do Awakening, work from the top again, switch around.
Does Joshua lose the hat on promotion? Does he have the hat on his sprite? Because, I mean, it's always in his portrait, but does he ever have the hat in combat? I don't use Joshua that much, so I don't remember. Joshua's from Fire Emblem 8.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, let's do SOV.
Sure. Unfortunately, though, I do not remember much about this character. I know his design, and I can see moments of him in my head.
His design is a lot of the character. This is the
Yeah.
guy that you can either get him or Sonya, and you kill the other one.
That would explain it because I picked Sonya.
Yeah,
Yeah.
His character is fine, but I mean, both of them, come late in the game, don't have a ton of dialogue.
Yeah.
So, but I do like his design. He's an edgy boy.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's, in terms of SOV, that's good for a C tier for me.
Yeah, we can put him in a nice little C tier. I'm happy with that. Oh, my boy. I want to rank him high. I love him.
Interesting. I don't dislike him. I don't have that strong feelings about him, though.
I guess when I think about it, I will admit I think a lot of my affection for him is tied up in the fact that I really like Celica. So, as a character closely related to her...
I can live with him going high. I also like Celica.
Like, I'm thinking maybe like A. Are you happy with an A tier for him?
I am fine with Conrad in A tier.
Yeah, Conrad I think is like... A makes sense for him. I also just think he's kind of cute.
All right.
Now,
are you ready to rank Claire twice?
Oh, we're gonna give her wildly different rankings each time.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll get Ultimate and F.
Yeah, exactly. But all right, how do you feel about Claire?
So, it's interesting because Claire I think is on her own would be B for me.
Okay.
But Claire introduces something that I like for other characters, which is the rivalry between Tobin and Gray.
True. Let's see.
And I like that, but I don't know if she gets credit for that.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like she's not like an active part of that, you know? She is like the reason, but not like, she's not like taking like initiative in causing it, which fair, makes sense. I'd be happy with B for her. You feel good about that?
I will say though, he does, if I'm remembering correctly, one thing he does have a thing in is, if I remember correctly, if Tobin dies, Gray becomes an alcoholic.
Oh!
And the only way to make him not an alcoholic is to support him with Claire, which is kind of cute.
I mean, like, that's good. I'm glad she can fix him.
But I don't know if that bumps her up. I think B is probably...
Yeah. We could put her A. I did like her as a character a lot, and I like her design. Again, she kind of plays with, like, the kind of haughty, confident girl.
Okay, I can live with that.
I do like that.
My Tobin died so fast. Oh no.
Hello, Tyrion! Oh, and I'm glad you like Dancing Graha. He's always cheering the stream on.
Hi, Tyrion. Hope you're doing well today.
Are we gonna just ignore the other Claire, or do we...
Other Claire goes in F.
Okay. Actually, we're gonna add a row below. Okay. Oops, I accidentally made 2. So we're gonna delete 1. Claire. There we go. She can live down there. Alright, so as I mentioned before, I really like Celica.
I'm pretty high on Celica.
Yeah.
I like
if it
Celica.
were just my choice, I'd put her in Ultimate, but how do you feel?
Let me see. Do I like her better than everyone we have in S? I think for me, she would be S.
Okay.
But she would be high S, so if for you she is firmly an Ultimate, then I could live with, like, bottom of Ultimate.
Okay. I'm good with, like, top of S for her, if we want to kind of go in the middle.
Oh, we gotta stretch.
Oh, okay, thank you for the stretch redeem. Feels nice. I appreciate those.
But yeah, I like Celica a lot. Her route is really fun.
She's good.
I feel like she gets criticism for the one scene with Duma that I always thought was a little unfair, because I'm like, I don't know. It makes sense to me that she would do it. She suffers a little bit from, they wrote Duma like a mustache twirling villain, but if they wrote Duma a little better in that scene, then I think it would have made sense.
Yeah, if Duma was a better character, I feel like To me, that's not a Celica problem, that's an overall writing problem.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
And frankly, even if it was a problem, it's one scene.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I can kind of look back and be like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I like Celica a lot.
She's good.
Another character I like quite a bit.
I'm not surprised.
I like Patria a lot.
Jarell, hello, thank you so much for the raid. Nice to see you. Alright, where do we want to put her, though? Is she, like, kind of S or A? I do like her a lot, too, so I'm happy putting her high.
For me, she's A. It's hard for me to put her above some of these, like, good Three Houses characters, just because she doesn't... The nature of SOV is she doesn't have as much dialogue. But the dialogue she does have, I like a lot. She's got a cool design. She's a Pegasus in a route where you really like having Pegasus, so...
Yeah, it's very true. So I'm just giving a shout out real quick to thank Jarell for the raid. Definitely check out Jarell. I hope Star Wars went well. And thank you for the Thirsty redeemed Duzuku. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Please always feel free to correct me, and welcome to the stream. But yeah, I definitely agree, like, she's good, but it would be hard to put her above some of these other characters too.
So for the next guy...
Bowie.
Are him and May going in different places for you? Because I feel like this is another potential tier together situation.
I will say, I think I like him more than I like May on their own, but I like them a lot together, so I'd be happy to put them together, you know?
So that might work out, because I like May a little better. I like May a little better, so
perfect.
That'll kind of be like the
let's stick them together. Yeah.
Do you think A? I actually really like these guys.
Yeah, I really like them too. They were definitely some of my favorites. I'm happy with putting them in A together. So let me grab May too. There she is.
Yeah, I like their dynamic with each other. I like their dynamic with Celica.
Same. I thought they had like a very sweet and genuine kind of friendship going on there. Like I could believe these guys were all friends who cared a lot about each other.
Yeah. I also enjoy May's giant magic stat.
Oh, same. She's so good to have.
We're getting into this guy with the top of his head cut off, whose name escapes me.
It's funny because, again, I know who this guy is. I should know his name. I remember him specifically.
Fernand.
Fernand, perfect.
Do you have strong feelings about this guy? Because I don't.
My feelings are not negative, but they're not strong either.
Bottom of C,
yeah,
top of D?
Yeah, we put him in C. I think I'm happy with C because I would not put him around, you know, or like close to Ingrid. He's above her.
It's true. We have made D the bad and problematic tier.
Yeah. It's funny how we haven't quite encountered anybody who's like F for us yet, though.
It would take a lot.
Yeah.
And F is a character where I'm like, you being in the game actively makes it work worse for me.
F would have to be like, you have done something really wrong here. But alright. Oh, here's a character whose design I love, but I also understand that in some ways she kind of is a little underutilized, or at least like, you know, serves kind of a predictable, kind of stereotypical role within the story. So I understand why people have issues with that.
Is like largely to make Berku better.
Yeah, like she kind of exists.
Which kind of works because I like Berku.
Same.
But
it's kind of like, where do we put her though? Because like she's not all that strong of a character on her own. She kind of, I like her a lot, but I also acknowledge that she does kind of come into the story to kind of fret about Berku or to be his moral compass, you know?
I don't know, maybe like high C,
low
B?
I'd go with low B personally, because that's mostly her design winning over for me.
Below, Three Houses Graha?
Yeah. We'll put her below Three Houses Graha. Oh, let's see. And now we got Berku. God, I want this man to throw me into a fire.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
He's good. He's
really
just good.
Where are we feeling?
Great foil for Alm.
Right? Really good villain. Like,
gotta be S, right?
Yeah, I'm down with S. Are you good with a high S?
Ooh.
What do you think?
I'm fine with high S. I like him. He's good.
Same. I think he's great.
Good
Yeah.
design.
Yeah, good, really good design. Again, like, honestly, he's just good. He's just fun. He drives the story in really great ways. Great foil. Yeah, he's a wife guy.
So many wife guys.
Right? Because
You
Fire
guys
Emblem
may
understands.
see we have a type.
Listen, wife guys are good. They're very good. Alright, you.
Alright. Rudolph
Yeah.
feels similarly to me, where, like, he's kind of just a plot device.
Yeah, he is. But for me, at least, he doesn't have, like, the things that, like, aesthetically appeal to me in his design, you know?
I agree.
He's not a pretty girl.
A tier down.
Yeah. Are we happy to see?
Is he 2 tiers down, though? That's the question.
I think if it were just me, I'd make him D, just because I feel like I have no real emotional connection.
I'm fine with D. I don't really care about Rudolph.
Yeah. He's there, and
All right,
like...
Can we put him above, like, Gilbert, though?
Sure.
Because I think Gilbert is my least favorite on the board so far.
Sounds good.
Besides Claire, too.
Yeah, Claire. I'm happy with him there. Alright, alright. Ooh, so...
Now we get Zeke.
I could be very shallow again. He's very pretty.
So, if you want to be shallow, I will back you up on that.
Okay.
So have you ever played Fire Emblem 1?
No, I haven't.
So, in Fire Emblem 1, there's a character named Camus that is like, or sorry, he was in Shadow Dragon in 3. I don't remember if he was in the original one. He's in Arcanea.
Okay.
But he's like a nice boy, but you can't recruit him. He's a baddie. And then this is him.
Okay.
This is Camus, but with a different name.
That's really funny.
And I really like him.
He's really great. Yeah, how are you feeling? I'm like considering maybe like A tier?
I would say A or S for me.
Right.
I really like him.
Do you want to how is he in relation to Claude for you? Because that's a metric we've been using a lot.
But the problem is I want to put Claude in S.
We could move Claude up to a low S. I'd
like
be
him
happy
as
with
much as
that.
Claude.
Do you want us to move Claude up to a low S? Because now that I'm thinking
do.
about it, I'm happy with that.
do.
Okay. Okay. I can accept that. So, do we want him also in S? Or is he staying in A?
I think he might stay in A, though.
Okay.
He might be a high A.
I love chat getting happy that I agreed to move Claude up. I'm glad.
Thank you, chat, for supporting me in my campaign to move Claude to S.
It took some time, but as I reflected, the more we talked, the more I was like, okay, I was harsh on Claude. He's not that low.
But yeah, Zeke has he doesn't have like a ton of lines in the game, but like S tier design.
Yeah.
And some big nostalgia for me.
I think that's very good reasoning to put him where we have. I'm down with that. All right. I'm gonna be honest, I don't super remember this character.
What are we on, Volbar?
Yeah.
So here's the thing with Volbar. I don't like Volbar that much.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like Leon.
Do you think this is another character we should like rank as a set?
I don't think we should rank them as a set.
Okay.
I think Leon is higher than Volbar.
Fair.
But I think the existence of Leon
elevates
makes
Volbar.
me like Volbar a little more.
Where do you think's a good spot for Volbar?
I enjoy their dynamic a lot. But I think that maybe bumps him from like, I don't know, to like a high C or something.
Okay, we'll put him in a high C.
He's still not that great.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Bullcut Boy. With his friggin' curtain banes. I do love him. I'm gonna be honest. I think he's fun.
So, do you like him better or worse than Gray? Because I think they're the two villagers that get like the most characterization.
Worse.
I agree.
Gray is more my type.
To me, Gray is like one tier higher.
Okay.
But I do like Tobin, so that might be like an A-B situation.
Yeah. Do we want to put him like high B?
Yeah, I think I like him better than some of the people we have in B here. I'm
Sounds
fine with a high
good.
B.
Let's do it.
And then Gray can be A. Gray is a cutie. I like Gray.
He is. Right, let's throw him up. I might even just put him like before Bowie and May, just so that they can be right next to each other. Oh, that's Cliff. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you got Cliff.
Oh god, where'd Gray go? I'm blind.
The Camus in FE7 is Ursula.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a Camus in most Fire Emblem games.
That's really neat. I like when like
it's like a little
series do
archetype
that.
of a guy that you want to join you, but who can't.
Ah. See. Oh, there's Gray. Okay. But yeah, I might slide him here just so that Bowie and Mate can be like right next to each other. Do not separate.
Yeah, they should be next to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, this little fucker. Wait, who were you talking about? Who's this little fucker? I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm curious. So.
Next we have Tatiana.
Yes, a character with a design I really like. And Kurama, thank you so much for the sub!
Shrimp Aqua C2, Shrimp Aqua C2, Shrimp Aqua.
Yeah, she has a great design.
Yeah.
Fun unit to use, too.
Obviously, I'm not biased at all because of the hair. Not at all.
Oh, true.
But yeah, I'm down to put her pretty high, honestly. I like her a lot.
I'm fine with, like, what do you think about, like, A?
Yeah, I'm down with A. Want to drop her here?
Because she has that dynamic with Zeke that I like.
Yeah, it's very, very
good. I like Zeke a lot.
Yeah, they're very good. Okay, here we go. Babe. So,
alright, so you went with her over Dean.
Yes, I did.
Which suggests to me that you would like to put her higher than Dean.
Yes. I mean, like...
Now, is it just that she's hot?
A lot of it is that she's hot. I'm not gonna lie. She's very hot.
Okay, I mean, as long as we're upfront that that's the reasoning, I'm okay with that.
Like, still low B, but, like, higher. You know?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
You're
as
down
long
with that?
as we are being transparent about what the reasons
Listen,
are.
I'm totally honest about this. Sometimes the character's just hot and that's all I need. Alright. Alright. Now we can start judging. Like, he is hot too, but I feel like we can judge him on his actual, like, character a bit more than I do with Sonya.
I'm not huge on Atlas. He's okay to me.
He's fine. Like,
He, like, comes as a villager when I'm, like, so done with raising villagers. I'm like, I don't want to raise another one.
It's fair. Are we feeling like maybe a C then?
C is fine with me.
Okay.
He's not bad. I just don't like using him.
It's just not incredible. Not a ton there. Alright. God. Let's see. I was just looking at her design again, and I'm like, I like it. I love the short little veil. It's very cute.
Alright. I need to, like, temper my desire to, like, put her in Ultimate just because she has Warp.
It is so useful, though.
But as a character, yeah, I like her.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, in love with her, but I like her. As, like, a character, she's probably a B for me, but, like, her utility makes me want to put her higher.
We could make her, like, high B or low A, then. How do you feel about that?
I'd be fine with that. I think high B. Maybe.
Okay, we'll slide her in. Yeah, she wants to go there. Tobias didn't want to move.
Welcome home, Tyrion.
Oh, yeah. Welcome home. It's much easier to watch streams on computer. I wish the Twitch app was better.
Yeah, the Twitch app is pretty mid.
Yeah, it's not incredible. It's not my favorite way to watch my friends stream. But oh well. Alright. We got... I know this guy is huge with the gays.
He's huge with this gay.
Yeah!
I should have... This bisexual.
Yeah. You fall under the gay umbrella.
Saber. If you don't want to fight me on it, I would want to put him in S.
I'm down for S. He's good.
I love him. I love his dynamic with Celica. He's fun to use.
He
You may have
is.
noticed I like characters with eye patches.
Eye patches are cool. Like, I don't blame you. Yeah. Man. Okay. I'll be honest, I don't remember this guy super well, but I also don't remember loving him or anything.
He's an archer. I kind of like his haircut.
Yeah, like, he's fine. I feel like maybe kind of a C for me on this one.
Yeah,
Like, he's not
I
great,
don't
he's
have
not
any
terrible.
strong feelings
Yeah.
about him.
It's
But he
just like,
doesn't belong in D with the
yeah,
characters
exactly.
we don't like.
He's
so.
he's not disliked. I'm just like, yeah, he's here.
Alright, now,
Alright.
Paula, I feel like, goes right next to Katria.
God, let's see, where'd we put her again?
I think we put her in A.
Oh, yes, okay.
But I'm like, is there any real difference between these characters in terms
Not
of
really.
likability, you know?
Not particularly. I feel like, yeah, they go together.
And not that they're the exact same, they're a little different, but not so much that I really like one more than the other,
Yeah.
besides that I kind of like Katria's hair a little bit better.
Makes sense, makes sense. Alright.
Noma!
Where are we putting him? Where does our old man go?
Do you have any opinions on Noma? I don't.
No. We could put him in a C again. For
Yeah,
like,
I'm fine with that. There's like a lot of characters in SOV because it's a remake of, you know, a game that came out on NES.
Yeah.
Where they just don't have a ton of dialogue.
Yeah, they
Claire has her own spot because for whatever reason this tier list had two
there's
Claires.
two Claires. So there's one in A where we actually ranked her, and then to get the other one out of the way, we made a Claire tier. So she's just hanging out. She's
we hate
the
second
double.
Claire.
Yeah, we hate second Claire. We only need one. You know? Yeah, Claire is so Claire, she has her own Claire. Perfect.
True.
So good for her.
Alright, Mycen.
Okay.
I kind of like Mycen.
Yeah, same.
I don't think he's like in the game long enough
No.
to put him in a high tier, but
I'd be good with like a B.
so maybe he goes in like the. I'm trying to think because this is the logic we used to put Judith in C.
True.
Although Mycen is around a bit longer, and he is like a unit.
Yeah.
Is that enough that he goes a tier above Judith?
I feel like we could put him with Judith. I feel like they're pretty comparable when you put it like that.
Yeah, because they're both units that are characters that I quite like.
Yeah. They're just, you know, they don't get to be around very long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love older man knight though.
Yeah,
You don't get
they're
enough
always
old
good.
characters in Fire Emblem.
We really do need to get more. Like, I like seeing a range of character ages. It like adds, you know, a kind of spice and flavor to the cast.
Yeah. Next, we ranked the wife guy earlier.
Yeah.
Now we have the wife.
Yeah. I'm honest, I love his wife. I see why he's so crazy about his wife.
I also like Matilda.
Yeah.
I think maybe we put her a tier up from Clive. I like her a
Sure.
little better.
We'll put her in A. I think that's a good spot for her. I feel good
Neat
with that.
design too. All of the designs in this game were so good.
Oh, I know. So was it Hidari they got for the character art? Hidari's art is so good. Yeah, they're so good.
So good.
I would love if they could bring Hidari back one day, but I know I've heard that's just complicated with Hidari's schedule and stuff.
Yeah, my understanding is that they're very in demand, which makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Their art is gorgeous. I could see why a lot of people would want to work with them, and they just would not have the time for everybody.
Yeah,
But-
that's true. Final Fantasy does not excel at older characters either.
No, it's true. Oh. Yeah, Final Fantasy X's bad about that. So is friggin' Final Fantasy 14, where we have characters who are like 30 being treated like they're so old.
Alright, so next we have Luthier,
Yeah.
who, for me, is a C, but higher than the characters that we don't care about.
Okay. So like,
I like Luthier a little more than I like the people that I don't care about.
maybe like above Caspar then?
Yeah, I think he has a cool design.
Yeah.
I like his little chapter with his sister.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good. I'm happy with him there. All right. All right, where are we putting our boy?
I like Lucas.
Me too. I think
I
he's
don't
really
know how
good.
you feel about Lucas.
I think he's good. I think he's fun. I think he's sweet. Like, I think he adds a good dynamic to the group.
I think he works as kind of a early mentor character
exactly.
to I think he could go with the other A rank SOV characters.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm down
maybe
with
at the
that.
bottom I think I don't like it. I don't know. Maybe I like him about as much as I like Matilda.
Yeah, I'd feel like my feelings on them are pretty comparable.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
All right, now
All right, Alm.
Alm.
I think I've heard you say before that you really like Alm.
I do. I
Yeah.
would put him probably around where I put Celica.
Okay.
Or where we put Celica. I like both of them a lot.
Yeah. They're very good.
They also, a big part of both of them is their interactions with each other,
Yeah,
right?
they're another do not separate pair.
Weird to put them too far apart.
Yeah. They gotta be together, you know?
Not an engage.
No! Man, that is such a funny choice. Like, I'm happy.
It's funny because
but
they took other characters. Like, I was like, if you had to pick one, I understand why you would go with Celica. That makes sense to me. But I was like, you put both of the Fire Emblem 8 lords in the ring, and then all of the 3 houses lords are in a ring, and Crom is in a ring with Robin.
Right? It's weird. I feel like Celica and Alm should have been together. And oh my god, Riri is going crazy with the thirsty redeems.
I'm gonna have to drink a whole
we're gonna have to
water.
chug. We're gonna have to really go for this. Oh my god. Thank you for all the thirsty redeems. I hope you're doing well, Riri. It's good to see you. Oh my goodness. Oh, my model froze up so funny there when I was drinking water. I just saw her totally freeze and just stare dead-eyed. She didn't even usually do the face she gets when I drink. That was funny. That is a lot of points. Riri's, you know, she's bougie. She's rich. She can make anything go.
How ostentatious.
Yeah. She's very powerful, very strong.
Alright, next we have Leon.
Alright, Leon.
I like. I think Leon's really funny.
Yeah, he is.
No, we have Cliff.
I mean, I'm down to do Leon right now.
Okay, I think he goes in the A tier with the other good SOV characters.
I'm down with A tier Leon. I think he's good there. I like his design a lot.
He's got kind of a unique design.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
That's true. Maybe they didn't want 3 Falcons and that's why Alm wasn't in the ring.
That would make sense. That would be kind of funny to have 3 Falcons.
So, I think Cliff... I like Cliff. I think he probably goes, like, at the bottom of the same tier Tobin's in.
Okay. I know... I like Cliff, but again, I'm gonna say that is me being very, very shallow and just thinking he's very cute.
He's a very pretty boy.
Yeah,
don't get me
I
wrong.
like a pretty boy. So.
But
also, I can like say objectively, there isn't as much going on with him.
Yeah, I think Gray and Tobin have the best kind of dialogue of the 4 villagers, but Cliff is definitely a good design.
No, I am gonna move him above Sonya though, because I think he still has a bit more than her.
Oh, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Okay. Ooh, we're getting through Shadows of Valencia. We're almost done. Wow.
Yeah, this one's a smaller cast.
Yeah.
Makes sense. We have a little less to say about them than the 3 Houses ones.
Yeah, 3 Houses has a lot going on, also the freshest in our brains.
Yeah, Kamui, I don't know. I think he has a little bit more going on than the characters I don't care about, so I would say like he's like top of C, lower B for me.
Okay. We could put him lower B. Give him a little treat in B tier.
A little treat.
Yeah, you know.
I think a lot of people don't use Kamui, I think, because he comes in like the same class as Saber, but after you have Saber.
Yeah, so it's like a lot of people just kind of look at him and say like, another one?
Yeah, they're like, I already have Saber. But I think if you use him, he's like pretty fun. I don't like him quite as much as Saber, but
yeah. All right. Okay.
Jesse.
All right, Jesse. Where are we putting our man? He's such a guy.
I don't care about Jesse.
Yeah, I'm honestly fine with like C tier for him if you are.
I think he can go in the less memorable characters here.
I am down with that. Okay.
But right here, we're about to get one I do care about.
Yes, she's very good.
I love Jenny.
She's so cute. She's so
So
fun.
funny. My bias wants to place her ahead of some of the characters we put in A. I don't think she can go in S.
Yeah. Do we want to make her a high A?
If you're okay
Yeah,
with
I'm
that.
down with that. She's great.
Yeah, I think she's really funny.
She's a lot of fun. Okay. Oh, I do like this next character. I don't know if I like him like, you know, as much as some of these other characters, but I do like him.
This is a very stupid thing, and I don't know if it affects my opinion of him at all.
Yeah.
But my association for Forsyth is Jughead from Riverdale. So I think of Jughead every time I think of this guy. But in general, I think he's fine.
I'm curious, what is the reasoning that you associate Forsyth with Jughead?
Isn't Jughead's name Forsyth? That's his
Oh,
dad's
yes.
name.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
He's Forsyth Pendleton.
So, okay, so now you've created a situation for me because, I really like to hate watch Riverdale.
Me
and
too.
I
I
fucking
think that's
hate
the only
Jughead.
kind of watching it gets.
Yeah, I fucking hate Jughead. Cannot stand him.
Oh, you
so
don't like Jughead? Sad.
Jughead is my, like, personal, like, you know, when you have, like, God, I have a parasocial relationship with Cole Sprouse, but in a negative way, where I think that we are, like, destined enemies. I am the Xenos to his warrior of life.
Sorry, Forsyth, I may have lowered your ranking.
But, you know...
This is Jughead without his hat.
I am struggling with that for a minute, but I know I am struggling and being dealt psychic damage. So if I am down to like go build off where you would put him personally.
I don't have strong feelings about him, so for me he's like a mid-C guy, but if you like him
I'm
better,
happy with
to
a
move him up.
mid-C. I'm happy with a mid-C. I'll put him like in there. Right.
Cody Sprout's getting an ominous feeling from the VTube
Exactly.
universe.
I'm sending him the most horrid vibes.
True, all of the... We're coming for him.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it until Riverdale ends. But alright, we have May. God, her design is cute, but I did feel like her character was kind of...
The Alm obsession does not work for me.
It really doesn't. I like her design. I would have liked her otherwise, but God, she really is just the losing childhood friend character. And she is one of the ones that are kind of just a little annoying because it feels like that's all she cares about.
Well, that's it. There's just not much else to her.
Yeah. I might put her D if you're good with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Like she's...
But maybe like...
I might put her...
Where in D?
I'm...
Placement in D feels like it matters to me, because there's only like 4 people in there.
I think I'm going to put her above Ingrid, because I feel like being annoying about having a crush isn't as bad as being a racist, but I still don't like her.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that's my personal take. That is how I personally feel.
That works for me.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, only 2 more. Are we gonna put her with her girls? Do we feel like that's the right thing to do?
I think I like the older sisters a little bit better, but not significantly better.
Enough to be like, they all just kind of, they're like a unit, you know? They're a little trio.
These guys are also fun because I know you said you didn't play Fire Emblem 1, but these guys are in Fire Emblem 1 too.
Oh, that's really cool. I love that.
Yeah, and then they're also in Fire Emblem 3, and they're pretty good in all of them.
Nice. I really do need to go back and play some of the older Fire Emblems because I do have interest in it. It's just the matter of,
I would personally recommend the remakes.
Okay.
The originals are there if you are willing to put up with a little bit of jank.
I think for Fire Emblem, I will try the remakes first and then see where my motivation is at for trying the originals, you know?
Yeah, but if you
Yeah.
do want to play them, let me know, because
Yeah.
the remake for 3 is a little hard to find.
Okay,
Because it didn't come out in the West. You have to get a translation for it.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I'd love your help with that. That would be awesome.
But yes, then we have
Yeah.
Celthea, who I think is kind of funny.
Yeah, she's kind of cute. I enjoy her.
I think cute enough to get into B tier, perhaps.
Right, I'm down with B tier for her. All right.
He has some good crit quotes too.
She does. She's a good unit. She's a lot of fun. Like, you know, I don't love her as much as I love, you know, our other young mage Lysithea, but she's still good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, we're getting through this much
We
faster
are.
than
I thought
anticipated.
this would take longer, but you know, we're doing good. I guess we'll see how far we get.
Yeah.
God. So I'm guessing we should go to Awakening next, huh?
Yeah, let's do Awakening, and then we can get into the weird fates.
Yeah, and then we can be like, okay, what are we doing with Fate? Or
oh, good.
so.
They gave us some of the NPCs here too.
Yeah, that's really nice. All right. Should we start top and go to bottom
Yeah,
for Awakening?
let's start at the top.
Okay. So,
Emerin.
I never did the DLC where you get her as a unit, but I did like her in the base story.
You did not miss out on anything.
Okay.
But in the base story, I like Emerin.
Yeah.
I think she is an important character in the best arc of the game.
I think so too. Where do we want to place her?
And to me, I think that's good for lower A.
Yeah, I'm down with that. That's pretty good.
But yes, you did not miss out
Yeah.
by missing that DLC.
Good to know. Good to know. All right. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on her name. But I know I
Flavia.
like her. Flavia, yeah. She is very cool.
I'm with you. I like her too.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun. I'm considering maybe an A for her. I don't feel like I love her as much as I love some of the S tiers, but... Oh, and Tyrion Master, thank you so much for the sub! I appreciate that so much. I hope you enjoy your new emotes.
Yeah, I think Flavia is good.
Yeah, are we feeling like A?
Yeah, I think A is fine.
Nice. Oh, Twitch loves to fight. It's such a pain.
Twitch does love to fight.
Yeah, the amount of times I've had things go wrong just trying to be on, you know, do anything as a viewer on Twitch. Oh. Alright, Frederick! Frederick, where do we want to put? The man is iconic. He coined Pick a God and Pray.
He did. Can I air my grievances?
Sure,
about
go
something
for it.
people say about Frederick. So everybody makes fun of Frederick because he has that. I forget if it's a support or a scene where he's like picking up the pebbles so that Crom doesn't trip on them.
Yeah.
And everybody makes fun of him, but Crom quite literally trips on a pebble in
Yeah.
the Sumiya supports. And I'm like, Frederick is just working from experience
Yeah,
here.
Crom's a fucking idiot. I don't blame Frederick, and I say that lovingly to about Crom. Crom is
But
stupid
yeah, I
as
like
hell.
Frederick.
Yeah.
I would say I like him at least, probably around as much as I like Flavia, but
Sure.
then he's also around for more of the game.
Do we
He
wanna
can
put him
be
in
a
A?
little bland sometimes. You got to get the
Yeah.
right supports for him.
You do,
but-
you really do. Good to see you, Adia. I hope work goes well. Nice to see you drop in. But yeah, I'm feeling like a lowish A, like around Flavia, you know? I feel like
Yeah.
yeah.
I think his support with Cordelia is really funny, where it's like, let's get married over our shared simping
Oh my god.
for Crom.
That was so funny. I loved that. I think they are my favorites together. Just because, like, it's so funny.
It is a funny support.
It is.
All right, we got Gaius here.
Gaius. Mr. Candyman. Let's see. I do like Gaius, but I feel like I don't like him as much as a lot of the fandom does, you know?
I agree with you. For me, he is a B.
Yeah. Well, let's put him in a nice B. Nice B tier.
I do like him, but so he suffers from, well, I say suffers, but this depends on your perspective, because I think a lot of people don't mind this.
Yeah.
But Fire Emblem Awakening was very big on, like, we're gonna give a character one weird trait,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be a lot of who they are. So,
Yeah,
like, for him, it's
exactly.
the candy. And some of the later supports do go deeper than that,
Yeah.
but
you know. He's fine, he's
but
cute.
I wish he had a little bit more going on the surface.
Yeah. Okay, our next character is kind of just another mustache-twirling villain to me. Do you have any, like, kind of other thoughts?
No, not really. He is in the best arc of the game.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's as interesting as Emerin.
Yeah. I feel like, his role could have kind of been filled by any villain, and it would not have changed, like, me and my enjoyment,
Yeah, I do think he's one of the better villains in the game.
Yeah. I'd be kind of good with, like, a low C, maybe.
What about, like, a middle C?
Yeah, I'm down for a middle C. We can throw him around,
Right,
like, there-ish.
Do a middle C.
Yeah. Yeah, Awakening's cast. I think that might be the trade-off of, like, Awakening especially is such a big cast.
Well, it has a big cast, and I do think that the upside of doing the characters in that way is a lot of people, like, very immediately connect with a character.
Yeah, it's
if they
true.
Connect with the theme.
It's, like, good for giving people, like, first impressions and getting them to latch on.
Yeah.
Which definitely works. Speaking of character gimmicks, we have Batman next. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. And the Batman thing is kind of funny.
It is. Honestly, I do genuinely like him. Like,
I think I've only used Jerome in one playthrough.
Okay.
So I'm willing to cede to your judgment a bit here.
I was
because
thinking
I'm not
of putting him in,
overly
like, a
familiar
B,
with this
kind of near
character.
Gaius. I felt like that's kind of the right spot for him.
That works for me.
Yeah, he's from Awakening. He's Cordelia's son.
And he is Batman.
Yeah, he's Batman. Okay, Gregor.
Gregor's gotta go in A, right?
Right? Gregor's an easy A. Easy A.
Yeah, I like Gregor.
Yeah.
Just a funny, nice man.
He is. He's, like, honestly, he's such a good guy in all his supports. I didn't expect to like him as much as I did. And then I was like, no, Gregor's a good guy. I love Gregor. Alright. We have...
Do we need to tier Robin with the Hood?
I mean, I have no real feelings on Dark Robin.
I don't either.
Yeah. Like, does not make the game
C?
worse.
I don't
yeah,
know.
but C, you're fine, you're cool as, like, evil character, but, like, you didn't do or say much, really. Alright.
Alright, so
I'm
guessing
I have
we
bias.
both romanced this character
Yeah.
on our second playthrough because you married Kron by accident the first time.
I was
and
so
I
upset.
did male Robin on my first playthrough.
But yeah, Henry, I love Henry. I have a body pillow of Henry that is signed by his voice actor. I
knew
love
you
Henry.
had that pillow. I didn't know it was signed by the voice
Yeah, I
actor.
stood in line for like hours to see his voice actor at a con with this body pillow, because basically it took so long. It was a small con, but the voice actor is such a nice dude. He literally had conversations with everybody who's coming up. Like, you know, a lot of actors at cons, they'll just like, you know, they'll sign, they'll say hi, they'll move on. But this dude, he, like, wanted to talk to everybody who came to see him. He wanted to, like, let them talk about their favorite characters and, like, gush to him a little bit and gush with them and just talk about, like, the games and series he was in. Super, super nice guy. We were in line for hours. But, yeah, I brought up my Henry body
we
pillow.
both like him.
Yeah.
If we romanced him.
Yeah.
But
I want to put him in Ultimate, but... How do you feel about that?
I don't know that I'm ready to go that far.
Yeah, like I said, I have strong feelings about Henry.
I can accept it if you have the strong feelings. I was going to put him in S, but we could put him in Ultimate if you want.
Are you okay with a low Ultimate?
I'm fine with a low Ultimate.
Okay, thank you for indulging me on that. I'm so glad. Thank you. Right, Inigo. I do like Inigo. He does... Like, I feel like he does not do for me for, like, what Sylvain did with the Playboy archetype, but he also does not bother me nearly as much as most characters like that do.
Well, here's the comparison point.
Yeah?
Inigo or Virion?
Ooh. That's a tough one. What would you say?
I think Virion is a little funnier. Virion has a trash first impression. though.
Yeah,
You really have to
that's
dig
the
into his
thing.
supports to realize that he's a
He's
good
good.
character.
Inigo, I feel like, is a lot more likable off the bat.
Yeah.
But I do also enjoy, like, you know, kind of the reveal that the character that you think is kind of shit actually isn't that bad, you know?
Yeah, the problem is just that it's in supports and
Yeah.
he's not like a must-use unit. So I did not know Virion was like not just a shithead until like my third playthrough.
Yeah.
Because I didn't read his supports because I didn't use him.
Yeah, we could... Do we want to put Inigo in, like...
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, yeah, that
Bone.
is.
Is this also Laszlo, or are we tiering Laszlo separately?
Laszlo is also in here, right? Do we want... If he
Yeah,
is...
we do have a Laszlo
Okay, we
portrait
do.
later.
So I
think we
feel
should tier
like...
them separate.
Let's do it separate.
And they do go in different tiers for me.
Yeah.
I actually like Laszlo a little better than Inigo.
Okay. Interesting. Do we want to, like... Where would you put Inigo, then? Because I think,
I don't know,
like...
maybe like B tier?
Sure. What are you saying? Like high, mid, low?
You could see middle B.
Okay, let's throw him in a nice little middle B. Okay. Anna! Alright.
So are we tiering... I guess this is just Awakening Anna, right?
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, I guess
We've
so.
had a few different versions, but
Yeah.
they're kind of different characters, so...
They are. I feel like there's, like, enough distinction between the different Annas that you can, like, do that.
Yeah, and I like Awakening Anna fine. I believe she suffers from being a Robin sexual.
Yeah, that is part of the problem.
But I still like her probably enough for me. She's like B tier. This was the first game where you could recruit her, so there was a certain novelty to that.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah, that's exciting. I remember her being fun.
She's also kind of cracked. Like,
Yeah,
she's so strong when you get her.
you can use her really well. Oh, she was in the menus in GBA. That's cool. That's very fun.
Yeah, she's in the menus in GBA, she's in Villages and some other games, so you see her from time to time throughout the series.
Yeah, that's really cool. I always knew she was a mainstay, but I didn't know she was, like, playable until... Or wasn't playable until Awakening.
Yeah, I like the Engages version of Anna is really fun. She's like a 10-year-old, which is a little weird, but she's very funny.
Yeah, I feel like Anna's just always fun. I like her whole deal, just, you know... Greedy, like, friendly greedy merchants are fun.
She has some goated crit lines in the
She
new one,
does.
too. Like,
Ooh.
no window shopping is one of my favorite crit lines.
That's extremely good. Alright, where are we putting Kellum? He's not, like, offensive to me, but I don't love him, you know?
Alright, so here's my... I think a lot of people like Kellum. I hate Kellum.
Really?
I do not like him.
Okay.
Yeah, Kellum is actually, like, verging on F tier for me.
Really?
I just don't like him.
Can
His
you expand
gimmick
on that? I
doesn't
want to
work for
hear.
me.
Is it he just doesn't do it for you?
His gimmick just annoys me. The whole like, oh, nobody can see me. I'm like, that's dumb. It bothers me.
Yeah.
No disrespect to other people that find it funny, but for me it does not work.
Yeah.
Although I will say it's really funny that one of his reclass options is Thief. I'll give them that.
Okay, that is funny. Where would you want to put him? Because I think it, just because we haven't run into any characters we have these sorts of reactions to, so I think it would be fun to rank him low, even if I'm not, like, that bothered by him, you know?
I mean, if you don't want to temper my rage...
No, I don't. I
we
think
can
it's
put him
funny.
in D, then.
Okay, there we go. He's in D.
I still can't put him below Gilbert, though.
Okay. He's still above Gilbert.
Yeah. I don't think I adequately raged at Gilbert. I don't like Gilbert.
Yeah, we can always, like, quickly rage that Gilbert honestly does suck. He's not great. Like, yeah, his gag is pretty annoying quick. Alright, how about his daughter? Or, well, no, this is not his daughter. What am I?
Sully's
God,
daughter.
they were right next to each other with the same kind of armor, and it made me
They
go
do,
like, oh
yeah,
related.
I see. I totally know what you mean.
God, no, this is Sully's daughter. Let's see.
Or Kill.
Yeah.
I think probably Kill.
I think that's how you say it. That's why I was avoiding saying it. I was like, I don't know how to say her name.
I don't think you would pronounce the J.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I like her.
Yeah.
She's one of, for me, she's like around an ego. I like them
Okay.
about as much as each other.
Do you want to put them together?
Yeah, and her
Sounds good.
gimmick of like wanting to duel everyone is kind of funny.
Yeah. It's pretty
Got
good.
here a little late. Why don't we like Gilbert? I don't know, man. He's just a lame man.
Yeah. I think we've just decided we're anti-Gilbert.
Well, I think it's honestly partly because of the comparison to Rodrigue, where I'm like,
Yeah.
we have two bad dads, and one of them is really interesting, and one of them is really not.
I think that does really make a difference with it, where like, you know, why'd they do it so well with the one character and the other one just kind of sucks, you know?
Yeah,
So,
it also
yeah.
doesn't help that he's your to-do replacement, and
Yeah.
I don't need a to-do replacement, I want to do.
Yeah, I like to do. Give back to do. All right. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name.
Lauren.
Laurent. Laurent's okay. I didn't like love him, but
Yeah, he's a little boring.
yeah,
but
he was just kind of there.
inoffensive to me.
Yeah. Do we want to put him like kind of in C?
Yeah, I would say that sounds like where we've been putting the C's.
Yeah. All right. No, I'm gonna put him above Dark Robin though, because like he at least has some more than Dark Robin.
Fair enough.
All right.
Oh, I like this next guy though.
Oh, same. Oh, Claire is in a tier of her own because basically, for some reason, this tier list has two Claires. You can see she's also up in A here. And we had a second Claire for some reason. So we gave second Claire her own tier.
Oh, hi, Pada. Hope
Yeah,
you're doing
hello,
well.
Pada. But yeah, basically we're like, here's original Claire, and then Claire 2 gets her own tier. It doesn't necessarily mean she's in the worst tier, it just means she's in the Claire tier.
But yeah, I think, I don't know, is Libra an A for you?
I
think
do
Libra's an
really
A
like
for me.
Libra. I do
Great
like
design,
a very
kind
pretty
of a
man.
neat character.
Yeah, and I felt like Libra's like entire outlook and like kind of attitude were interesting, and Libra had some good supports with characters that I did not like expect. I really liked him and Tharja, honestly.
Yes, they have a
Yeah.
good support, which is nice because I don't like a lot of Tharja
Yeah.
supports.
It's nice to see a support that I like her dynamic with someone in.
He also is an axe cleric, and
Yeah.
we had not had axe clerics before this, so that was
It's
kind of fun.
sick. Yeah. Hemlock, you're right, the Lawrence best trait is just how long he spent alone before the other kids arrived in the timeline. Poor guy.
Yeah, Libra was definitely most likely to be misgendered before this game came out.
Yep. Yeah, I also did think that Libra was a girl for like too long. Then I realized. Alright, Lisa!
I like Lisa.
Me too, she's a sweetie.
I think
She's a lot of fun.
like an A for me, I think.
Yeah, I'm down
Nice
with putting
little
her in.
character.
Yeah.
Cool design.
I feel like her like
Can also be an axe cleric.
yeah. Her relationship with Crom is very good. It's very real siblings. Where, you know,
Yeah, she also benefits from being part of that beginning of the game bit with the
Yeah.
shepherds, which is a very memorable portion of the game.
it
for me.
is. I like it's hard not to get attached to that like first like bunch of characters, you know?
Mhm.
Very fun, very exciting. Right. Lonku. Yeah, he's fine.
He's like high C for me.
Yeah. He's like what I can give him is I do think he's very hot, but also
yes, he
like
is hot. I agree.
you
with
know,
that.
he just kind of he's also, you know, like
he feels like a bit of a Flanderization of the trope that he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you, because they don't do this as much, but like an early game sword master that is uncomfortable or has a weird thing with women is a series trope.
oh really? That's funny.
But Lonku is a little over the top where he's like, I cannot even be around women.
Yeah. He's definitely like, you know, he takes that trope and he turns it up to like 11. I think I liked his supports with Olivia. I thought like those balanced out
I don't know
well.
if I've read those ones. I like his supports with, I pair him with Lisa sometimes. And that's
Oh
kinda funny.
yeah, I remember that being good. I did that on one of my playthroughs too. It was fun.
I could, you know, you're talking him up in a way that's reminding me of the good parts. I could take a low B for Lonku.
Okay. And Jer, why bonk? But hello, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you.
I assume because we were thirsting over Lonku.
Listen, he's hot. All right.
He is.
We have Lucina next. I also have very strong feelings about Lucina. I love her.
I like her a lot too. Here's my minor complaint.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even about Lucina. In everything, I always thought so Lucina's design is good, but I always really loved her design with the mask.
Oh, same.
And they don't use that for anything.
I know.
Like anytime outside of the game, she never has the mask.
The mask
was
was so
cool.
good. She should have worn it more often. Thank you, Jer. I hope you're resting up after work. And, thank you so much. Yeah, we worked hard on the video. Thank you for watching it. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I love Lucina. She was one of my top tier favorites. I cosplayed her many, many times. She's great. I don't know. I am tempted for Ultimate or S.
I was gonna say, am I gonna have to fight you to keep her out of Ultimate?
We can put her in S if you prefer that.
Yeah, I can. I'm fine with S.
Can we do a high S?
We could do a high S.
All right. And yeah, not using the mask is such a waste. She looked so good in it. It was so good.
She looks good without it too.
Yeah.
It's just like a mix.
It's just
sometimes
yeah.
I like the mask.
It'd be cool if like she like put it on every now and then for like a story beat or just in more promotional art, you know? It'd be great.
It's really the promotional stuff that I would enjoy it in. Like I saw a plush of Lucina at a store near us, and I was like, I might buy that if it had the mask.
Yeah,
I like the
fair.
mask a little better.
It's a good mask. All right. Let's see, was it Maribel or Marabella? I'm second guessing. Maribel. I feel like I like her, but most of my like is her dynamic with Lisa.
Yeah, I think she's funny.
Yeah, she's good. I feel like she's at her best when she's together with Lisa, so I'm tempted to put them next to each other. But how do you feel? Do you want her like more in B? Because
I was thinking B.
Okay, we could put her in B because I do feel like she'd be good there.
I'm fine with like a high B though.
Okay. Yeah, we can put her. God. Sometimes there we go. We'll put her where she wants to go. The tier list likes to play around. But yeah.
I like how we're pretending that like high or low really matters. When,
right.
Like,
half the time we've just kind of thrown characters in.
Throwing people in there.
Yeah. We're pretending there's a method to the madness, even though there really isn't. But yeah, she's good.
So next we have Muriel.
Yes, Muriel.
Who I think has a bit of a boring first impression.
Yeah.
But I used her recently, and she was much more interesting than I expected her to be.
Really? I don't...
Yeah, I mean, not like perfect, but... I think prior to my last playthrough, I would have put her in like the forgettable bottom of C.
Okay.
But I think for now to me, she's like higher C.
Okay.
Maybe low B.
I'm down with either of those. I think
high C is probably fine.
We could do a high C. I'm down with that. Yeah.
She likes to do research. She does funny research.
I feel like I'm trying to remember, but I feel like she did have a couple supports that I liked. I just am struggling to remember specific ones, which is why I'm like a little more C.
I'm a sucker for an early game mage. Mm-hmm. I like a mage.
Yeah. All right. I'm down to do the Morgans together because this is another case where, like, to me, this is the same character.
Yeah, I don't care about the gender.
Yeah. Let's see. But I do like Morgan. I know a lot of that is just come from the fact that this is your child. So I feel like that like inherently builds like a more of a connection, you know?
But how much do you like Morgan?
I feel like Morgan is like a strong B, you know? Hello, Fantasy Light or Dark. How are you doing?
B is what I was gonna say too.
All right, I'm down for like, you know, yeah, a nice strong B.
Yeah, put him in B.
Will do. Alright, we have another villain to rank.
I could take or leave Aversa.
Yeah.
To me, she's like probably around where we put Gangrel.
Sounds good. I can put them together. Let's see. Where'd Gangrel go? There he is.
That being said, her S support romance image is so incredibly horny, it makes me laugh every time.
I don't think I've seen it. I might have to look that up. Oh my gosh.
It's basically like Robin just lying in her boobs.
Oh! Oh my god! Well, good for Robin. Happy for him. You get it, dude.
They were like, we know exactly why you're doing this
Yeah.
S support.
Giving the people what they want, I guess. Oh, that's funny. We have Na next. I actually really like Na. I think she's very cute.
I like Na a lot better than Naui.
Same. I think Na might be like an A for me.
I'm down with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Na's cool.
Yeah, I love Na. She's a lot of fun. She has some good supports. I think I liked hers and Male Morgan's a lot. It was good.
Well, she also, like, being a child unit makes the being a child dragon thing more palatable to me.
Yeah, I think so. I
Where,
agree
like,
with that.
I'm not expected to pair this character up romantically with anyone.
Yeah. It helps a ton. Alright. Oh, girlie, your mom did you so dirty.
He did.
I'm so sorry for what you've
Do you
been
know,
through.
is it Noir or Noir?
Noir.
Noir.
Or
Okay.
Nor. Something like that. I'm a little rusty on that part of my French. I should be better.
We can say Tharja's daughter.
Yeah.
I like her better than I like Tharja.
Me too. I feel like she's still not, like, my favorite child unit, but, like, I'd be happy
No,
with
but
throwing
I
her into,
think-
like, a B or something.
I was gonna say, I think she escaped C tier.
Yeah, I think she's good in B. I'm happy with her there. Alright. Alright, Noe, who, like, I do like as a character, but yeah, I'm not... Like, sometimes the child dragon, like the little dragon girl, is a little weird, you know?
I can't do it with Naui.
That's fine. I
Seriously.
fully understand that.
Like, it is hard for me to look past.
Yeah. Well, I think it really doesn't help that also she very much, like, you know, acts like a child still, you know?
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like, you have to romantically pair her up with someone if you want to get all the kid units.
Yeah.
1,000-year-old dragon in a kid's body.
Yep.
Does she go in our problematic tier?
I'm down to put her there.
Okay, let's put her in the problematic tier.
She's still above Gilbert, though. I'm just assuming.
Yeah, I mean, Gilbert, yeah, Gilbert's the bottom. Nobody's
Yeah.
going under Gilbert.
Alright, Olivia! So, let's see. So I don't always love, like, characters who are super mousy shy because I feel like they tend to be very one note with that. But at the same time, I do enjoy some of Olivia's supports. I think she does have some very good ones.
Yeah, Olivia has some good supports. She has a cool design, I think. I like her hair.
Yeah, her hair's very cute. She's a lot of fun. Let's see, gosh.
Can she, can Olivia use swords? Was this the first game
Yes,
that did that?
yes.
Or not the first game, but the first game in a long while.
Yeah.
Prior to this, dancers usually couldn't attack.
Yeah, I think...
Not that you want them to, but...
Yeah, you don't really want them in battle either way, you know, but... Yeah, I do, like, very clearly remember Olivia using a sword. So... where do we want to throw her? I don't think she's A material, but I could be down with B or C.
I'd say like a mid-B is fine
Okay.
with me. I think I like
Let's
her
do
better
it.
than Lonku.
We'll
We put
do.
him at lower B, so...
Yeah. Alright, I threw her in mid-B. Oh,
right.
Owain!
I like Owain.
Me too! I'm down for like an S tier Owain if you are.
Ooh, do I want to put him in
Yeah,
S?
how do we
I
feel?
can't believe you were fighting me on Claude and S, and now you want to put Owain in
Because
S.
Owain's so funny! He's so good! Oh no, I dropped him. Oh, Wayne!
God, he's lost forever.
Oh god,
We'll find him again in
yeah,
Fates.
we will. He's somewhere out here. Oh, he ended up in the Claire tier. Okay.
Okay, because we did move Claude to S, I can live with him being
Okay.
S.
I will put him below Claude. But I think he's great. Bright can't control my power! He's so funny. And I think, like, his supports, especially with characters like Lucina, are so funny.
Yeah, he does have some very good support.
Yeah, Sword Hand. He's so good. I love him. All right.
We have Pan.
Yes.
Who I like as a character, but I think suffers a bit from the Tagwell.
Yeah.
Being, like, just not a thing in the plot.
Yeah. Like, I have a hot take, and it's that the Tagwell are just kind of Fire Emblem's Fiera.
I mean, it really feels like they were just like, we want to put a beast unit in this game.
Yeah, it
so
does.
We're going to.
I do like her, but yeah, I feel like they could have done more.
She's fine.
Yeah.
It just feels like there should have been more.
Do we want to throw in maybe in like B or C then?
I think B, because I think if there was that little bit more, she might be an A for me.
Yeah, she would be a little bit more.
Sadly, I pretty much always reclass her into Wyvern Knight, so...
Fair. You gotta do
which I believe, like, ends the species. So that's unfortunate.
That's really funny. Brian, no. That's terrible. You put it like that. That's so funny. That's so funny. I'm gonna be real, I don't remember this next guy at all.
I bet you have never seen this guy.
No.
He was in the Spot Pass DLC.
Okay, then I never had him. If you played with him, then I will defer entirely to your judgment.
I don't know. Priam's dumb. We can put him in D or F, to be honest.
Do we want to put him in F just so we have someone in F?
Yeah, I don't like Priam.
Yeah.
So here's the thing with Priam. Priam is, like, heavily implied to be Ike's son.
Oh, huh.
And this is... Here, I'm going to explain. This
okay, go for it.
Why I really don't like him really has nothing to do with him. He's very heavily implied to be Ike's son.
Mm-hmm.
And if he, he's just kind of a fan service character or whatever. Yeah. However, this has become a major part of the discourse because... Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance, at least in my view, and the view of many others, the Ike Soren support is pretty gay. So this has become like the big discourse where people are like, well, Ike can't be gay because he has a son.
Oh boy.
Which is dumb.
Yeah.
But also, and not really Priam's fault, but...
But kind of annoying that he introduces that element into the discourse.
What he represents annoys me.
Yeah, I think that's really fair. I'm fine with having him in F just because you made Twitter a harder place to be on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has made my Twitter experience worse.
Yeah, there we go. Jailed for Twitter crimes. All right. Oh, why am I blanking on your name? Let me see.
Oh, is this Rickon?
Rickon, thank you. Yes, our little mage boy.
I don't like him.
How do you feel? Is he like D tier?
He's like C or D for me. He's another one. It feels weird to pair him up.
Yeah, I tend to put him with like Lissa or somebody else who looks young.
Like Lissa or Maribel are the only ways for it to feel normal.
I never knew who I could put him with. Put him high. He has a fancy hat.
But other than that, I like Hurley Mages. I don't like him though.
Lissa just like, fuck this guy.
Mage. He's the second mage though. We already have one when he shows up.
Oh, that's funny.
But no, also, it would be okay if I, like, found the rest of his personality otherwise interesting, but I don't really.
He's just kind of a little guy, but, like, not in the same way that Ash is a little guy, you know?
Well, he's different than Ash because
Yeah.
Ash is a little guy, but he's like grown, so you're like, this is your permanent state.
Yeah.
You are always going to be a little guy.
Oh,
We don't
wow.
know that with Rickon. Rickon might not always be a little guy.
He might not. That's true. It's very true. God, okay, we have our Robins next. Where do we want to put our Robins? I'll be honest, out of like the player characters, like the player avatars, I think Robin is my favorite of the bunch.
I would agree. However, for me, that's still only like maybe a high A or a low S.
Okay, I'm down for like high A, maybe.
Because
you know
I
what?
do think that Robin is the best avatar, but I still don't like them as much as some of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I agree. You know, Robin is a good, like, they're more developed than some of the other avatars, but like, you know, they're fine. All right.
Basilio!
Yes.
Can we just put him with Flavia?
Yeah, I'm down.
I like them the same. In fact, I might... I don't... This doesn't make big enough of a difference that we should move him up a lot more. But I might like him even a little better, because I think his, like, fake dramatic death scene is
Oh my
kinda cool.
god, it is. They really got me with that. I thought he was
They
dead.
got me too. I wasn't
Yeah.
anticipating him coming back.
Same, I really wasn't. Damn. Oh, but he's good. I love him. He's a lot of fun. Okay.
Alright. Is this? Do you know if it's Sayri or Sairi?
I want to say Sari? Something like that?
I have no idea.
Me neither.
I'm gonna say Sairi because I
Okay.
think it sounds more right to me.
Okay.
But
Let's
maybe
go with
someone
Sairi.
will correct me in
Yeah.
chat.
If anybody knows, feel free to correct. Yeah, where are we putting her?
So she's a little weird because her arc is really weird.
Yeah,
Like, it feels like the middle filler arc of the game, and
It
then we
does.
get back to, like, the plot after it.
it feels like taking a
Um,
weird break from what the story is supposed to be, you know?
But that's not really her fault.
Yeah. Like,
Also,
as a
I don't know if
character.
everybody likes Urk chat, but I like Urk. Urk is my baby. But it's not her, it's not her fault the arc is bad.
Yeah. It's. How do we feel just about her as a character then?
I don't know,
Like-
maybe like a B.
Yeah, one
She
of Throne of
also
Bees.
suffers from, she's a Robin sexual, so she doesn't get
Yeah.
as many supports.
Yeah, it does suck, but I'm good with that. Okay, Severa. Let's see.
G.I.
Do we want to kind of put her with like, how do you feel? Is she a B, a C?
For me, she's like a C.
I'm gonna put her as high C because I like her personally, but I
like
do
her
understand.
design. I
Yeah.
will give her that.
Yeah, I do understand why she'd be lower. She does kind of, she's a little soon in the way that's like not always like as well thought out or fun. You know?
Mm,
All right, we have a soft boy next.
we do. But Saul suffers from a crippling disease
Oh,
called boring man syndrome.
yep. Can I?
There's nothing wrong with him.
Yeah.
Just
He's just kind of there. Can I make a very silly confession?
or
I knew that he and Frederick were different characters, but I kept getting them mixed up for the longest time.
I mean,
Just look at
they're
them.
they're both horsemen.
Yeah. I was like the brown-haired horse guy. But yeah, I'd be down with like maybe a low C or something. Just, he hasn't committed
Yeah,
crimes,
we
but
can stick him with the other boring people.
yep, that is fair. All right. I know
However,
this is your
his
wife.
counterpart I quite like.
Yeah.
I romanced Celie on my first playthrough. I don't like her as much as I like Henry, though.
Okay.
Who I'm relating because they were the two people I romanced.
Yeah, fair enough.
So for me, she's like an A, perhaps.
All right.
I like using her as a unit, though. She's an early Cavalier.
Yeah, where about an A do you want to put her?
I don't know, maybe like lower middle.
Okay, I'll put her like, let's put her with the other Awakening characters.
She can be like a touch one note at times.
Yeah. But she is cool, and I get why people are so into her.
He also has, like, here's a fun little fact. The fact that you get her 1 chapter earlier than Stall actually makes, like, a significant difference.
Really?
Yeah, like, if it matters. It's easier to use Sully than Stall.
Interesting. That's really interesting to hear.
Although the easiest way to beat Maddening is just to solo it with Robin after, like, chapter 5, so.
Yep. All right, Sumia. We have Sumia next.
Do you like Sumia?
I like her. I feel like fandom goes a little bit hard on her. I don't think she's amazing or, like, you know, the deepest or most interesting character, but I think she's cute.
I kind of agree with you.
Yeah.
She's like that. So that description and my opinion of her sounds like a B to me.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, this is a character that is all right.
Yeah. Yeah, she does suffer because she has, like, no supports.
I like when Sumia punches Crom. That's
Me
kind
too.
of funny.
Yeah, I feel like the writing kind of pushes the idea that if you're not romancing Crom, you should pair up her and him. But
That's definitely the way the story seems to lean.
yeah. Definitely does. But yeah, I feel like B is pretty good for her, because, like, she's good. I think she doesn't deserve some of the criticism she gets, and, you know, if she had more supports and maybe more time, she could have been, like, better too. Okay, Tharja time.
So, I think other Fire Emblem media has kind of, like, poisoned my perception of Tharja.
Yeah.
Because when you look at, because when I think of Tharja, I think, like, oh, it's a horny bait character.
Yeah.
But when you look at her in Awakening, like, not really. Like, her
Yeah.
portrait isn't horny bait. The
Yeah.
Dark Mage outfit is, like, kind of horny, but
like, they don't show that off really outside.
yeah,
you know?
it was really only in everything after Awakening
Yeah.
where this became a horny bit character.
Yeah.
I think if I'm looking at it just from Awakening, I don't know, maybe a C. She's problematic, but, like, not, you know, it's acknowledged, I think.
Yeah. I feel like she's supposed to kind of be a freak and off-putting, you know?
Yeah, so
Like,
it doesn't bother me so much,
yeah.
but I don't like how she's been portrayed in other Fire Emblem media. And yeah, in Awakening, her portrait is she's holding the tome over her chest.
Yeah. Like, I like this portrait because she just looks kind of gremlin-y, which is, like, the fun part of her character, you know?
Yes, so I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just a little disappointed with how she's been presented in, like,
Yeah.
Heroes.
I
for
think that's
example.
very, very fair. And, you know, I think that's a problem that I have, you know, with more than one character in Heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I think that's a fair criticism to have of it. All right. Tiki. I'm curious, as
Tiki's
someone who's
kinda
played
cool.
more classic Fire Emblem than me, how do you feel about Tiki in Awakening?
He does appeal to, like, the nostalgia,
Mhm.
you know? Because I'm trying to think, prior to this, when's the last time we got to play as Tiki? Well, I guess we would have got to play as Tiki in the remake immediately before this, but before that, not for a long time.
Yeah.
So I liked being able to recruit Tiki,
Yeah.
especially adult Tiki. I think she looks cool.
I really do like her adult design. I think she's very
It's hard
pretty.
for me to say she should go above B,
Yeah.
because it's not like she has much of a character, but
Yeah. We could put her, like, in B. Throw in here. Could even give her, like, a high B.
yeah, I'm fine with B.
Yeah.
She's fun to use too. I like using a Manakete.
She's really... The Manakete are really cool. I got really into just them being a thing, you know? All
Especially
right.
because we don't always get one. Like,
Yeah, we
Three Houses
don't.
didn't have a Manakete.
Yeah, which, like, makes sense for the story and, like, world building in that game. But, you know.
Have you ever seen the chicken dragon from
No.
Fire Emblem 6?
No, I
I'm
have
gonna have
not.
to send you a picture of
Please
that.
do. I would love to
the
see that.
Manakete in Fire Emblem 6 turns into, like, a big chicken-shaped dragon.
Really? That's
Yeah.
incredible. I want to see that so bad. Oh, man. Alright, we have the Vike.
Okay, so I don't know if this is a controversial opinion,
Yeah.
but I feel like people don't like Vike, but I like Vike.
For me, he's like mid-tier. He's not standout, but I don't like him either. I don't understand why some people have a problem with him.
I just think he's funny.
Yeah. Like,
Not funny enough to go into like one of the higher tiers,
Yeah.
but like significantly above like the unmemorables in
Yeah.
C, you know?
we could put him in low B then. I'm down with that.
Yeah, I would like
Yeah.
low B for him. I enjoy
Nice.
his support with Sully too.
Oh,
It's kind of funny.
it's so good. I remember that being a pairing that I really enjoyed.
I think it's funny that he forgets his axe, and that's
Me
how they teach
too.
you trading.
Yeah, I think that is very funny. Oh, you.
Alright, it sounded like from earlier that
Yeah.
Virion should go in a similar place as Inigo.
I think so.
Because we thought he had a worst first impression, but you know, it's kind of fun seeing him turn out to be a little different than you expected.
Yeah. I think, once you kind of learn more about him, he's more fun. You know?
His Tharja support is also really funny.
Oh,
I don't
it
know if you've read
is.
that one.
It's so good. I love that one. But yeah, I'm down to put him like next to Inigo here. They
Yeah,
can
that
hang out
works for me.
together. Okay. God, I think it's so funny they gave Mirabelle, of all people, a kid like this. I love it.
It is a funny pairing.
It is.
But is
Ugh.
he that interesting?
I'll be honest, not to me.
I was gonna say, to me, he could go with the forgettables, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I'm down with C's.
Though I kind of like his face. Got a
Yeah.
funny face.
He does. But, yeah, I would say when I think about Awakening, he doesn't come to mind very often.
No, I would agree with that.
Yeah. You always pair Virion with Cordelia, so you have Miku, Severa. I love that. I'll have to try that sometime.
I've never considered that, but you're absolutely right.
It's funny, between doing the video and now this, I'm like, I kind of feel like replaying Awakening on my own time.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm like, I kind of miss it. It's been a long time since I played.
It's a fun replay.
Yeah.
I remember when it came out, I played so much Awakening.
Same.
Uh,
I'm pretty sure I beat it like almost 10 times.
well, okay, so Awakening was like the second coming of video game Jesus to me.
Yeah.
Because I was not sure we were ever going to get a Fire Emblem game in the West again. Because
Yeah.
we didn't get the one before Awakening.
Yeah, that's what I heard was like
Um,
people thought that this like was kind of do or die for the series in a lot of ways.
Yeah, so when it came out, I was like, oh, it's here. It's back.
You're like, oh man. Yeah, it was the last try. I'm glad it worked out because I really enjoyed Awakening. Even though I have more mixed opinions on Fates, I'm still glad that like we got a continuation. I enjoyed
Yeah,
Three
Fates has
Houses.
some problems.
Yeah, and I do want to pick up Engage when I have the time and money for it. I've been hearing good
Engage
things.
is fun.
Yeah, I've heard people saying
I
that they've had a lot of
predict you
fun.
will feel about Engage closer to Fates than you do Three Houses.
Okay, well,
But it's very fun to play. Just the writing is not at the level Three Houses
yeah.
is.
I think at least as long as I go in knowing that, because I started Fates like expecting a pretty good story because I feel like that's what they pushed in a lot of their advertising. And then
Yes, Fates was a
Yeah.
lot more ambitious.
Yeah, and then I did not enjoy the story, and that made its flaws stand out even more to me. Also, fuck you, Grim. Anyways, but if I go into Engage being like, I just want to play some fun tactical maps and, just see what the story is and not necessarily expect, a great political drama, I could probably be fine with it.
I think if you go into that with that mindset and you enjoy the gameplay,
Yeah.
then you'll really enjoy it. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think as long as I go in with that mindset, I'll enjoy it. Oh no, the copium's been redeemed. Okay, I gotta put that on. Let me know, what are your thoughts on our next character?
Oh, good, it's Walmart.
Yeah, it's Walmart. I honestly don't have strong opinions or feelings on Walmart. He's Walmart.
I've heard some people have like some interesting takes on how like Walhart is like Alm if Alm didn't have like kind of the moral compass.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just kind of an interesting take on the character.
It is. That's something I hadn't considered, but I do think that's interesting to think about.
He's still in, like, the really pointless arc today.
Yeah. His Morgan supports are unhinged? I don't think I've read them.
He also has some funny things where, he was Spot Pass DLC.
Oh, yeah!
And when you pick up an item with him, he'll be like, "Ah, yes, item, you belong to me now."
God.
And then it's like, Walhart picked up a stick.
That's so funny. Terrible Dad. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to read those and see what's like. Oh boy. Yeah, where do we want to put Walhart?
I don't know. He's in the forgettables.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest C if you didn't know.
Although he is the precursor to the lobster armor.
Oh, he is. We owe so much to him. God. All right, though.
Alright, we have Yarn.
Yarn.
I'm not too fond of Yarn.
He's okay.
My fiance Megan really likes him.
Okay. Should we put him like somewhere for her? In her honor? In her memory?
No, I don't like him.
You won't do that for your fiance? Oh,
no, I'm a generational hater, dude.
Man. I just love that. We talk all about wife guys and stuff, and Lizard can't do it.
Not when it comes to Yarn.
Oh my gosh. I did lose him though. Once again. His fiance isn't here, as if I won't show her the video.
Right now, we're good.
As if I won't show her the clip later. Can somebody clip that so that I can DM it to his fiance later?
But yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about Yarn? Do you like him?
He's fine. Like, he's not, again, not one of my favorite units or favorite child units, but like, I'd put him like maybe C if it were up to me.
That's fine. I don't think he goes in D.
Okay.
D is
then
where
we're
we
good.
put our problematic children.
Yeah, it's exactly. All right. Am I stupid, or was this another DLC character that I did not
This is
get?
Yen Fei. This is Cyree's brother.
Oh, right.
You fight him in the volcano.
Yes, now I remember. I was like, he looks vaguely familiar, but I was like, he was definitely not in the army, but he was not one of the villains. That would explain
Based
it.
on that, I think he might go in our group of non-memorable.
Yeah, he might be a forgettable.
I think he's a little bit better than Walhart because he at least has that relationship with Cyree. But
yeah, but again, for me, that's more interesting for her than about him, if you ask me.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. Okay, Shersh.
I like her.
She's cute. She has some
Fun
good
Wyvern Knight.
Yeah, she has some good supports with a couple different characters.
I like her little dynamic with Virion.
Me too.
They're funny together.
They have a very good support storyline. Also, I like the little, like, you know, neck chin plate that looks like the dragon wing. I love that.
I also like that.
I think it's a cool touch.
What do you think? Like middle of B?
Yeah, I say mid B is good. We'll put her in there. All right. Oh, Crom. Where are we putting Crom? Our buddy, our pal.
It's tough, because I think Crom has a really good first arc of the game. And then suffers from the plot meandering a bit.
Yeah, is that a him problem, though, or a writing problem?
It is a writing problem.
Yeah.
But I think it affects him.
It's true. I feel like he's
But
still
he's
like...
still good. I mean, I'm mostly quibbling over whether he's A or S here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be willing to put him lower than A, but I could put him S and be happy. And yeah, this is Hemlock's husband.
What do you think about, like, maybe a high A, then?
Sure. You know what, he can hang out... Let's put him between the Robins.
Yeah, we'll have Robin.
Yeah, he has 2 hands for both of them. I love that. This makes me stupidly happy. As much as I complain about the fact that I married Crom by accident, I do think that, like, it's a good ship.
He is whole. It's true. I like Crom.
Yeah.
He's got a great support.
Yeah.
Well, he has a great support with male Robin.
Yeah. I don't It's funny because, again, I have talked, especially in the video, about how I didn't love his support with female Robin, but I still like them together, you know?
Yeah, I agree. What's funny is they really didn't need to change that support.
No, it could have been the same.
The only thing, you could make some slight adjustments in, the S support.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been fine.
It would have been great. It would have been perfect. In my head, I mentally replace it, so...
Alright, now we have our Crom Simp.
Yes, Cordelia. Alright. Where do we place Cordelia? Yeah, Exalt's other half.
Cordelia is a frustrating character for me sometimes. Because I don't inherently mind the idea of, like, a character who is pining for someone that she can't have.
Yeah.
I think there's interesting things you can do with that.
I do too. I think, like, how a character deals with and, like, either does or does not move on from that can be interesting and, like, really build a character. She does not pass the Bechdel test.
But does Awakening do anything interesting with it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I just, it's been a while since I read some of her supports, but I feel like a good chunk of the S ones just kind of felt like, the guy going like, I know I'm not Crom, but... Which kind of sucks.
It only works for me with Frederick.
Yeah.
Because Frederick seems to feel the same way.
Yeah.
He's like, I know you're not Crom, and he's like, I get it, you're not Crom either.
Yeah. Which, that is so funny. I wish there was more like that.
But, I do like the rest of the character. I like her design. That is a lot of the character, though, is the Crom stuff.
Do we want to put her, like, low B, high C?
I feel like I'm trying to talk myself into B because I like her design, but
I feel like, though, the fact that we have to do that is, like, a sign that it should be C.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay, we'll put her there. I'm sorry, girly. You have a great design, but, Okay. You know what? I do love her daughter much more, though.
Yeah, I do enjoy Cynthia.
Yeah. She's at least got, like, kind of a
funnier gimmick. Does she have a good bike
gimmick.
support? I haven't read her bike support.
Oh, let's see.
It's
been a bit.
Google.
I think I paired them on my first playthrough, but I don't remember, like, how it went very well, because that was so long. Oh, Virian. Okay. I can see that being funny.
I see.
Yeah. I'm kind of tempted for a B for Cynthia. What are you
feeling? B, I like Cynthia.
Yeah.
Maybe I would even say, like, maybe, like, middle of B.
Okay, yeah. I remember I paired her with Owain and really liked that. I think they play off each other very, very well.
Alright. Last character of Awakening.
Alright. Our little
Donald.
Donald's okay, like, he's fine.
Yeah, the most memorable thing about him to me is his hat.
Yeah, I love, like, the pot hat. It's cute.
But does it move him out of C tier?
I don't think so. I'm happy to put him, like, I don't know, I'm gonna mid-C-ish him.
Yeah, that's fine with me. And yeah, Volk is a thief in Fire Emblem 9 and 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, last game.
Let's do it. Alright.
Alright, which horny character do you want to start with? Because we have one at both ends.
Oh, we do. Let's go top down.
Okay.
Okay. So, let's start with Charlotte. I do love a girl with fluffy hair and a big bow. I do like that she's, like, a little bit insane and aggressive. But I don't love the rest of her design.
She feels like the prototype for, like, Hilda.
Yeah,
almost.
I can see that.
But I don't like her as much as Hilda.
No, same.
And it's also one of those things where, like... So you can have a character that, like, is sexy and is, like, kind of... like, but is doing that independently in a way that can be empowering.
Yeah.
But even with her character, Charlotte feels super male-gazy to me.
It's, like... I just feel like she was not the character to go with for that, you know?
Yeah, but I don't hate her. And
Yeah.
like I said, I do kind of think she's the prototype for a character
Yeah.
I quite like. So
I'm kind of thinking like high C or low B.
I could go with low B, because I
Okay.
think they are trying to do something interesting. I just think the execution is not quite perfect.
Yeah, I think it's not quite right. Okay, Corin. Let me...
All right, so here's the question. Are we rating Birthright and Conquest Corin differently? Because we can. We have 2 Corins.
We could. How do... But I feel like that's weird since we kept all the other protagonists together. Other than
Well, yeah,
Crom
but they're
being
not,
left
they don't
with
have any
hands.
different roots, though.
Yeah.
Because here's my problem. Birthright Corin is like a C to me.
Yeah.
Conquest Corin kind of sucks. Revelations Corin, I just don't want to talk about Revelations.
Oh man, yeah, we're gonna... How about we could do like a low C and then a high D?
I would be fine with that.
Yeah, let's do that. That way we're covering our bases. Oh man. Okay, this next character, it's funny, I remember I liked him a lot, but I do not remember his name.
Alright, this might surprise you. I goddamn love Dwyer.
Oh, really?
One of my favorite units in the game.
He's funny though, like,
I think he's so funny.
I think his gimmick was great. Like, I enjoyed having him around.
I think his design is funny. I love his supports with his
Yeah,
dad.
It's
He's
good.
He's great.
He is.
I'm not gonna say S.
Okay.
Probably not an S, but can I convince you on A?
Yeah, I'm down for like A. Do you want to do like a high A?
Ooh, if you'll give me a high A.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, because like I said, I really liked Dwyer too, so I just couldn't remember his name, but like,
Yeah,
I'm up for him up there. All right, Effie.
I like Effie.
Me too. She's good.
Cool design. I like her relationship with Elise.
Yeah,
Fun to use.
good unit. Love the pink armor. I think that's such a fun, like,
We stand a pink armor knight
Yeah.
for sure.
I like that, like, she gets to be feminine without it, like, sacrificing her actually wearing the full armor.
Yes, I would agree, minus the ass window.
Yeah, I forgot about the ass window. God damn it.
But yes, other than that,
Yeah.
very good design.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where do we want to put her, though?
I don't know, that sounded like an A to me.
Sure, let's put her in an A. All right. Elise was one of my favorites of the siblings.
I would say Elise to me is like an S.
Yeah, I'm down
I
with
think
S tier Elise.
she is like she ends up having some of the best moments in both
She
routes,
does.
I think.
Yeah. Like, I care about her. She's a good character. She's fun.
Here's a fun fact for you though. Did
Oh?
you know that in Conquest Maddening, one of the more reliable strats is to immediately reclass Elise to Wyvern Knight?
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
You
Oh.
make her a Wyvern Knight and she's real good at it.
Oh, that's cool. Good for her. You go, girl. All right. Oh, we have the maids next.
Yes. First we have the clumsy one.
Yes. I remember, like, she didn't offend me, but I wasn't fond of her either.
Nah, she's in the forgettable tier
Yep.
for me.
All right.
I don't dislike her design though.
Yeah, it's a good design. I really like the maid designs in this game. Like, I'll be honest, I love a good maid dress. But, you know, as characters, it's like, eh.
Yeah, and I feel similarly about Flora. Flora's a
Yeah.
little more interesting, I think. But not that much more interesting.
I'll put her slightly ahead. But all right.
Forest. I really like
Yeah.
Forest's design.
Yeah, Forest design is super good. I love the hat. A beret is always a nice look. The, like, curled, like, the ring curls are always cute.
Some
see.
good supports with his dad, too,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
I think so, yeah, if I'm remembering right.
I believe Forest has a lot of good supports. I
Yeah.
remember liking all of the Forest supports I read.
Are you thinking maybe an A for Forest? It sounds like we're talking
It sounds
pretty
like
nice.
it sounds like an A to me.
Yeah, it sounds like we're pretty fond of Forest. We don't have anything, like, bad to say. That's nice. Okay.
Gunther.
All right, Gunther.
Gunther. I don't
Gunter.
know, however you pronounce it.
Yeah, whichever it
I
is.
don't care about Gunter.
I'm happy with a C.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't care about him.
Yep. All right. Personally, this is a character I would also put in C. Fine, but I don't.
Too.
Yeah.
She's a little more memorable to me
Yeah.
than Gunter, but
Here, I'll move her up a bit.
it doesn't know. I am gonna be honest though. I haven't read a ton of Hannah's supports
Yeah.
because she's not like. If I'm remembering correctly, she wasn't like a great unit to use.
Yeah, I remember
Which
not
meant,
using
so
her a
I've
ton.
probably only used her on like one playthrough.
Yeah. Thank you for the stretch. Whew. Okay. Arnold.
Is that his name?
Was it?
Arthur.
Arthur.
His name's
Oh,
Arthur.
I am
Yeah,
thinking
was
of a
gonna say.
different, blonde-haired character from another game who also looks very Japanese-American stereotype.
I thought you were thinking like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
I kind of like Arthur.
He's funny.
He's funny. I'm not in love with him, so
Yeah.
for me, he's like probably like maybe a tier below Effie.
Yeah, I'd be down with that. We could like put him kind of B-ish,
Yeah, maybe like higher B though,
Yeah, we can move him here. Oh,
because I like him. He's
yeah,
fun.
he's fun. He's good. He's nice to have around. I thought he was entertaining.
I tend to just use him as like a stat backpack for whoever
Yeah.
needs strength, but
It still helps out. Okay. God, I feel so bad because I feel like so many Fates characters, I'm gonna be like, my impulse is to throw them in C.
I was gonna say, does this guy go above Rickon?
No. Not for me.
No,
Like,
I don't think so.
I think they're, like, comparable,
I have
but-
the exact same issues with both of them.
Yeah, let's put them together. They match. All right. Okay.
Hinata I actually kind of like.
Yeah, I'd be willing to move Hinata into like a B or something.
Yeah,
I
that'd
think
be
he's
fine.
pretty good.
All right,
Yeah.
now we're gonna get into one that I am so frustrated by how the game treated.
Oh man, I know.
How do you make a character as cool as Hinoka, make them a royal, and then give them about 4 lines of dialogue in the
Yep.
entire game?
God, it sucks because her design is so cool. I was like immediately in love with her when I saw her in the trailers. And then I got in the game and like, there's nothing.
Isn't Hayato the first mage you get in Birthright? Man, you guys are really hitting me on the hypocrisy today.
Chat remembers everything.
What you guys don't know though is, as much as I like first mages, I hate children more. So
Alright,
They have to
confirmed.
go
Blizzard
in
hates
D tier.
children. Confirmed live on stream, captured in 4K.
But no, Hinoka's awesome.
Yeah.
I just wish she had a little more to do in the plot.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, if she wasn't gonna have more to do in the plot, could she at least not be a royal so that I feel comfortable romancing
Yeah.
her?
Fair enough. Yeah, do we want to say like, I don't know, maybe low B?
I still kind of want to put her in A though.
We could put her like low A, high B. What are you feeling?
I would like low A. I still really
Okay.
like her. I was fully prepared for this character. Like before Fates came out, I was fully prepared for this character to be like ultimate tier for
Yeah.
mid.
I
and
was
she just
too,
isn't.
and yeah, she's not. It sucks. Okay. God, I'm sorry. This is another character I would
Is
put in
this,
C.
is this the Pickle Man?
I think I don't know.
I've only had this unit once, I think.
Okay.
I think this is the Pickle Man.
It might be the Pickle Man. Very much
Let me-
could be
let
the
me look
Pickle
up
Man.
Fates.
Yeah,
Pickle
look up
Man.
Fate's Pickle Man.
Yeah, this is Pickle Man.
Okay, where are we putting Pickle Man?
Is Pickle so dumb that it's good, or just so dumb that it's dumb?
I feel like either way for me, it's like either like high
It's
C.
like C or D for
Yeah.
me is the question here.
Well, how do we feel about Pickle Man in comparison to our other D characters? Because I think that'll help us a lot here.
I like our D tier is pretty bad.
Yeah.
We put him in C.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. Okay.
Oh, what was this guy's name?
I don't remember.
Ignatius.
Okay.
Ignatius.
I remember nothing about him.
I don't really either. That's going to be with some of the kid units. Should we just not tier some of the kid units if we don't remember them?
I feel like that's fair. We could just say,
Because
like...
I feel like it's unfair to tier Ignatius if
Wait.
neither of us have feelings about him.
Okay. Ah! There we go. We have a special tier for characters where it's just like, who? Alright.
Bury him in his place.
Yeah. That way we can say, like, listen, we're not ignoring these characters, but there's nothing here.
Yeah, I was just like, we could put him in C, but like, it would really be based on nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Jacob.
Yep.
I'd be prepared to put Jacob in Loki. I think he's kind
Yeah.
of amusing.
I think he's
It helps
fun.
that I love Dwyer so much, so
It
I always use
does.
him.
They're great. God, and he's like a simp, but in like the way that's kind of like funny more than annoying. Where it's just like, it feels like he just kind of annoys everyone around him, but he knows it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a funny trait.
All right.
Okay.
Inside of you, there is a fox and a wolf. One of them is gay. The other one is gay.
Gay. You are
Which
gay.
one do you like better?
I prefer the wolves over the foxes, but I do like the
also
foxes
prefer
a
the
lot.
wolves.
Yep. We could like rank all of them at the same time here just to make it easy. But yeah. Alright, where if we like the wolves better, where do we want to put them?
Well, do you like both wolves in the same tier, or is one of them higher for you?
I like Valoria a lot more.
I would agree. I
Yeah.
like her a whole tier higher.
Okay. How are we
than
feeling
her
for
dad.
her then? Because then we can kind of build downwards. Is she like A?
I don't think she's an ass. So
Yeah, let's put her in
probably
A. Sounds good, sounds good. Okay, then we'll put her dad the tier below.
Yeah, who is frankly, like, his personality is fine, but he's largely carried by his design for me.
Yeah, I would agree with that. He's good, but you know how it is. But alright, so where are we putting the foxes in relation to our wolves?
I do like the wolves better, but
Mhm.
I don't know that Caden should be a whole tier lower
Yeah.
than Keaton.
Should
I
we
think
put
they're
him in a
probably
C?
in the same tier. I just like the wolf a little better.
Yeah, I think that, I agree with that. That makes sense to me. Alright. Now how about his daughter? Is she a tier, same tier, or are we moving her down?
I think she could be the same tier.
All
if I
right.
remember correct. I've only
Yeah.
used her once.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll be honest, part of this is also just limited by the fact that since I didn't love Fates, I only played like it once.
that's me with the birthright characters.
Yeah, Birthright especially. Hello, the main man BTB. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? How was your stream? How was God of War? Nice. We are hanging out and ranking Fire Emblem characters. We're almost
A
through.
lot of them.
We're getting there. We're almost done. I can see the end. 'Cause, yes. Yeah, a lot of the Birthright characters, that is my problem. It's
Yeah,
just...
especially the kids.
Yeah. I'm just like, they were there.
Kagero.
Yeah.
Or Kagero. I don't know.
Kagero.
I like her.
Yeah, she's got a cool
she
design.
had a fun. She has a cool design. I like that she's into art. I think that's a fun little
Yeah.
hobby for her to have.
It's nice. Whenever they add stuff like that, it really does help make a character feel less gimmicky.
Yeah, I think for me she's an A. I think
Okay.
she's fun.
I'm
Cool
down for an
design.
A.
Ninjas are fun.
They are. They're very cool. Alright. I am not as fond of these two as I am of Morgan, I'll be honest.
I agree. They do have one thing going for them, which I appreciate,
Oh?
which is that some of their S supports, I think this is interesting, are ones where, like, they get rejected and decide to stay friends with each other.
That's nice
And
to
I'm
see.
like, that's kind of nice. You don't
Yeah.
usually have that.
Yeah, that's an interesting new take. I like that.
It does not save them from being a character that I don't particularly
Yeah.
care about.
I'm down for like low C for them, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I like the girl's design better than the guy's design.
Me too. The little bun is cute. I do like the big scarf. I'll at least give them that. Alright. So, Gaius 2.
Gaius 2? I don't know. I don't think Gaius moves for me.
Yeah, we can... Let me see. Where did you go, Gaius?
I think Gaius 2 is the same as Gaius 1 for me.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I'm just trying to refine where we put Gaius.
We
There
put
he
him-
is.
we put him in B, I thought.
Yeah, there he is. Alright, perfect. Easy. Easy peasy. Alright.
I have a fun anecdote with Kaze.
Oh, what's your anecdote?
So, you know how in Conquest, if you don't get an A support with Kaze by a certain chapter, he dies?
Yeah.
So obviously I didn't know that the first time.
Yep.
And I, like, accidentally hit the start button and skipped a cutscene.
Okay.
And then I got to the next map and I was like, where did Kaze go?
She just missed his death entirely.
Yeah! I was like, what the heck? Where did my ninja go?
Oh
and then
my
I
God.
looked it up and I was like, oh. I
Oh,
need
he's
to go
dead?
back to- Oh, that also happens in Birthright. Birthright was the one I played second, so at that point I
Okay.
think I had like the trauma response of like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna immediately A support Kaze
Yep.
every time I play Fates.
That's so funny. That is so funny. I love that. I do like Kaze, though. He's one of
I
the
like him
characters
too.
I do remember. I think he's good.
He's like high A bordering on S for me.
Alright.
I actually really like him.
We could put him, like, above the Robins, or I could move him next to Elise.
I
What are we
like how
thinking?
he's a bit of like a gentler, kind of wiser character, I think.
Yeah. I think he's cool. I think he's fun. I'm down for him there. Okay. If it's just up to me... Oh wait, no, I remembered last second who this character is. But I have no real opinions on him. This is Takumi's son.
I don't have a ton of opinions on him either,
Yeah.
which is funny because I like Takumi a lot.
Yeah.
Takumi, I don't know. But I don't have strong opinions on Kiragi.
Yeah, we could see him.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we can see him.
Alright.
And I do remember things about him, so he can't go into.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
have no memory of this place.
I almost put him there, but then I was like, wait, no, I remember now. Alright, Laszlo.
For me, Laszlo in Fates goes a tier higher than Inigo.
You know what?
Almost
Yeah.
exclusively because of his support with Soleil, which I just love.
It is very good. It's very,
They
very
love
good.
each other. It's nice.
Oh, they're family. That's sweet. I'm happy with putting him there.
But other than that, I feel pretty similarly to him
Yeah.
as I do in
Yeah,
Awakening.
I think that's fair. I like it. Alright. Leo. I honestly love Leo.
I'm with you.
He's my
I
favorite.
think
I'd put him like
he's-
with Elise.
I was gonna say he's gotta be one of the best. He's one of the top 3 royals, I would think.
I
I'd
think
say
so,
the
too.
only other people, maybe Xander or Elise, could be
Yeah.
higher, maybe. But
Yeah. I'll put him with his sister. They can hang out. I really enjoyed both of them. They were so good.
yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Big fan of both.
hmm
Leo is the real main character of Conquest. I wish, dude.
Honestly, he should be. He was the one who, like, you know, was really putting, like, the most into making the plot move forward. And who, like, went through some really interesting stuff. Man. But yeah, Leo and Elise are great. Love them. I honestly wish that Leo hadn't been a royal, though, because I would have married him otherwise.
That's how I feel about Hinoka.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
It sucks. I wish they had not gone that route. Because Leo is actually very much my type, but I feel way too weird about it. Alright. This was Midori, right?
Yeah. Who I have recruited on multiple occasions,
Okay.
but I have never really used. So unless you have memories, for me,
Nope.
she might have to go into I have no memory of this place.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright. Oh, I don't remember this character's name, but I thought her, like, poetry.
This character's great.
Yeah.
What's her name? I can think of it. Let me use my brain.
I
for a
remember
moment.
really liking her and thinking she was really funny. Like, her whole poetry thing was so good.
Nitama.
Okay. Where do we want to put her? I'm assuming she's gonna be like B or higher, but where?
I'm down for A. I think
Let's
she's
do
super
it.
funny. The haikus, the
Yeah.
sass.
It's good. She's fun.
Kind of a fun
Nice.
design.
Do you have any memory of this next character?
Yes, I like
Okay.
Mozu.
Okay. Thank you.
And she has like a cute little design. She's not like an amazing character or anything,
Yeah.
but she's fun to use.
Yeah.
I would say like she's like a B for me.
Okay. I'm down with B.
Mostly
Yeah.
just for the cuteness factor.
Oh, she's the Killager. I see. Alright, Niles. Oh, he's got an eye patch.
Bro,
How do you feel
I
about
don't know
him?
what to do with Nile.
Even though he has an eye patch, you don't know what to do with him?
I don't know, man. He's a strange one.
He is. I'm honestly not sure.
He has supports that are really good, and then he has supports that are like kind of weird.
Yeah, he does.
I think that, I don't know, maybe that averages out to a B.
Sure, let's put him in a low B. Alright. How about his daughter?
I have always liked her design, but I
Yeah.
have never used her much.
Me neither. Like, it's a cute design. I believe, was her name Nina? That's what I want to say. But yeah, I feel like she might
Nina,
be kind of
yep.
a C for me. Just like, she's okay.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay.
I believe if I remember correctly, her trope is that she, like, is shipping people.
Right. She's like the fangirl. That is one that can be funny or kind of like gross.
I don't remember
really
if it was
depends.
funny or
Me
creepy.
either. I don't.
Because it's
So-
always one, right? It
Yeah.
can either be funny or it can be creepy, and
Yeah.
I don't remember which it was.
I
for
don't
her.
either. So I feel like low C is a pretty safe spot to put her. Either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, I'm sorry, this is
Nyx.
another character. Alright, Nyx. I-
I think I like Nyx more than most people. So
Okay.
Nyx kind of has like the, where his boots? Are his boots not on here?
Oh, dang.
I don't know if he is. He
Might not be. Huh.
We'll talk about him at the end.
Yeah.
She kind of has like the 1,000-year-old dragon in like a younger body, but like it doesn't bother me as much because, at least to me, she doesn't look like a child.
Yeah, and she doesn't like act as much like one, you know?
No, like she acts like an adult and
Yeah.
she looks like an adult. So while she is too old for her body,
Yeah.
it
it's
is
like
not a problem for
it's
me.
like not that too different from me from like any other kind of fantasy immortal character.
Yeah.
So
She's not amazing. She's like high C, low B for me.
yeah, I could do high C. I'm down with that.
So happy.
All right.
Oboro, I think for me, she kind of has to go in the same place as Hilda because she has the same issue of
Yeah.
like a character I really like, except when she's a little racist.
Yeah, I'm down with that. That makes sense to me.
But I do have to say, like, goated character design
Yeah,
in Birthright. She looks so cool.
she does.
She's also, I don't know why they don't give us more like non-armor knight foot soldier lance users.
Right? We really should
Because
get
they're
more of
always
those.
really cool. They always seem to be really popular,
Yeah,
and they don't give them to us.
right? It sucks. Come on. Right. Owain too. Which is funny because I
Has
feel
his
like
position changed for you?
it actually would be lower, I think.
Oh, interesting.
I'm like,
Expound.
I don't know. I think a lot of like, I enjoyed a lot of Owain's like support in like Awakening, and he does have some decent ones in like, you know, here in Fates, and like his relationship with his daughter is very cute, but I feel like his daughter is just kind of him again, you know? So like it doesn't do as much for me. He doesn't have like Lisa or his dad to like bounce off of.
That's fair.
I do
can see
appreciate
that.
like, you know, his dynamic with like Laszlo and the others, but I feel like he might just be like an A, and I'll put him like next to Laszlo or something.
Yeah, I will also say, you could say this about any of the Fates characters that are also Awakening characters. I thought it was kind of a dumb thing. that
Same.
they did.
I honestly agree. I
But
thought
I'm
it
not
was
gonna
kind of
hold
dumb.
that against him since I didn't hold it against anybody else.
Yeah.
But I do think it's a little dumb.
I don't think it's fair to like make him the only one who gets punished for it, but I do think it's a bit dumb. Alright. Alright. Ophelia.
I like his daughter a little better than him, I think, in this game.
Honestly, I'm down with that. We could make her like, where do you want to put her?
I don't know if she goes a whole tier higher, but maybe
Yeah,
just
we
higher
could-
in the same
Yeah,
tier.
we could put her like a high A. Put her near
She's
Dwight.
funny, she's fun to use.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Okay. Get in there. Yeah, she's also insanely strong. It's true. Very, very true.
Yeah, she is pretty cracked. So is Odin with the right setup.
It's true. Can be very,
You
very
need
strong.
that Nosferatu tank going.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll be honest, I don't remember her very well.
She's fine.
Yeah.
Orochi is fine. I would say like higher C. She's like a
Okay.
little funny.
We can get her a higher
Not
C.
not memorable enough to go up into B for me, but
Yeah. Alright. Another character I honestly don't remember. I don't know if I ever recruited him.
Here's my problem with this character, and maybe this is going to be totally arbitrary because I like Anna and Jean in Engage, and they're like 10 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
Percy looks like he's 7 years old to me,
Yeah, he does.
and it makes it hard for me to use him.
It's already a lot to feel like you're sending teens and children out to war. When he looks this young, it's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know where the cutoff is for me,
Mhm.
but he is below it. He is not tall enough to ride this ride.
Yeah. Agreed.
But which I don't know where we put him because of that,
Yeah,
because it
I
does
don't
make
know.
it so I don't use him. But as a character, I'm sure he's fine.
We could make him like, I don't know. Do we think he's a D or do we think he's a low C?
I don't know. I guess he probably goes in D because I don't use
Okay.
him. Right? Like,
Yeah, sounds good. I feel like Lizard remembers enough of him that we don't have to put him in the memory tier.
yeah,
but-
it's not that I don't remember him. I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I remember exactly why I don't use him, and I remember it had nothing to do with his character. His
Yeah.
character was fine.
All
I
right.
just don't like that he's a little baby.
Yeah, don't like he's just a little tiny guy. Okay.
God, Perry.
Yeah. Oh, Perry, where are we putting you?
All right. So, Perry for me becomes so goofy and over the top
Yeah.
that it becomes okay again.
Okay. I can see that.
It doesn't become good.
Yeah.
I can't justify putting her above C, but I think she stays out of D.
We could get her in a higher mid C. What do you think feels more right to you?
I would say like mid or low C.
Okay, well,
Also,
around
this
here.
is like obviously subjective, but I dig the cotton candy hair. I embrace our cringe over the top
Yeah.
designs.
sometimes they're fun. It depends on the design, but sometimes they're fun. Okay. Gosh.
Reina!
Yeah.
I love Reina.
She's cool. Do you think
She's one of
gonna
my
be higher
favorite
tier?
designs in Fates.
Yeah.
Sadly, a Corrin sexual.
Yep.
But it is a decent support. I do romance her sometimes.
Oh, that is good. Let's see.
But it's, I don't know. I would have to say B just because I don't think
Okay.
she gets enough of a character. But
That is fair.
she has a character, but she doesn't get enough time to show it.
Yeah, she's.
But her design is so good.
It's the problem with characters who, don't get a ton of supports. It's just you don't get to see them in as many situations.
I don't understand why there are so many of those. Because
I know,
I
right?
understood in Awakening it was like the DLC ones plus Anna.
Yeah. Like, that makes
But, like,
sense, but.
Why are units like Sairi and Reina
Oh,
the way that they are?
I
Why
have
can't
no
they
idea.
have supports? I don't get it.
I don't either. Wild. Okay, Tharja 2. Where does she belong?
I think Tharja 2 was a little better than Tharja 1.
Okay, is she a whole tier better?
I think she is a whole tier better.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
Because this is, again, the horny bait was really in other materials.
Yeah, it's true. I think the fact that, like, Robin isn't around also kind of helps.
Yeah, she's a bit less of a... She's still weird, but in ways she's a little less cringe in this one. I think because Robin isn't around.
I think I can agree with that. I can definitely see that. All right.
I really like Rinka.
Me too. I'm down to put her somewhere high.
I think she's an A. Great design.
Yeah, great
Fun
personality.
character. I like that she's a little skeptical of Corrin
Me
at
too.
first.
I honestly don't mind characters who are, because I think it makes sense.
Well, especially in a game where, like, a lot of people spend most of their time praising Corrin.
Yeah.
It's a little healthy skepticism is good.
It balances out the cast a lot better, because honestly, I don't always want the, like, unconditional praise from the cast. I want to feel like it's earned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes such a difference.
Speaking of people who don't praise very easily,
Yeah.
Azama's so funny. He's such a jerk.
It's funny though.
Yes, he is a jerk in the best way. And
Yeah.
I would wager in A tier way.
Okay,
But I would accept B if you
I
don't
think
like him
personally
that much.
for me, I'd put him in a B. Are you good with that?
Yeah, B is fine with me.
All right, B tier. Right, Ryoma. He's waited patiently.
Lobster Man!
Yeah. He's waited patiently for his tiering for 25 turns.
He's waited his 25 turns and
Yeah.
he's beginning his assault.
Yep.
He's okay.
Yeah, honestly, I don't like him as much as the other royals. He's fine, but I found him a bit bland, to be honest.
Yeah, his support's also a little gross.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, has this letter where he's like, oh, I had this information the whole time, but I'm only sharing it with you now because I kind of want to smash.
Yuck. Yeah, it feels a little ugh. I'm honestly down for C or D on him.
I don't think he goes in D for me,
Okay.
but I would be fine with C.
Yeah, whereabouts in C do you want to put him?
He's like in the middle for me.
Okay.
He's not unmemorable. That's
Yeah.
not his problem.
It's just that he's a little
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Saizo!
I remember liking
like Saizo.
Saizo, yeah. I feel like
I
I'd
think
be
he's,
comfortable with like a B for him.
I'm fine with a B for him. I like how he's really edgy, but in kind of a funny way.
Yeah, I agree.
He's like a good foil for Kaze and their supports.
Exactly. I think it works out well. I think they have good supports and stuff. He's a good one. Just don't like him as much. Right, Sakura. Let's see.
Sakura!
I don't like her as
When?
much as Elise, but
No, I
I
don't
think
either.
of the Birthright Royals, she was one of the ones that I liked more, along with Hinoka. Just
Well,
not
she
as
doesn't
much.
get a ton of opportunities to shine,
Yeah.
but when she does, it's good.
Yeah.
Like her thing at the beginning where you attack her and Corin's like, "Oh, I just need you to take a little nap now," and I'm like, "Oh, so sad."
Yeah.
Or like her chapter in Conquest is also pretty good,
Yeah.
but
I
she just
agree.
doesn't get to do as much as Elise.
It's true. She doesn't, like, Elise gets to really be a more active part of the narrative, whereas Sakura does not.
So I'd be fine with like high B, low A for her.
Yeah, let's do a high B. Maybe I'll move her even, like, a little bit down here, personally. Yeah. Okay. We're getting there. We are getting
Here's
there.
a character that gets done dirty by the narrative.
Yep. Oh, where do we think she belongs?
Can we talk about how they made a golden root and she dies in the golden root?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's so silly. It's so silly.
And also baffling that she can't support Ryoma. That kind of seems...
Right? I think that would have worked well.
The character is cool,
She is.
but they do not adequately utilize her.
I agree. I'm kind of
Which
like...
means, I don't know, what? Maybe a B? I mean,
yeah.
that's where we put Reina.
Yeah, I agree. Also, hello, DK. Thank you for the thirsty redeem and the stretch. Let me do that real quick. Good to see you. How have you been? All right. Another awakening kid brought back. How do we feel about her in Fates?
I don't really feel any differently about her.
Do you want to
I
put her
think,
about
she
the
can go, I
same?
think she can go in the exact same place.
Sounds good. Let's see, where did we put her? There she is. Alright, there. Okay. Yes, it is a lot of Fire Emblem characters. Ooh, we're almost there, though.
It is a lot. We're getting there. Setsuna. I like
Yeah,
Setsuna.
me too. She's cool.
Cool design. This
Yeah.
was actually, I think, one of the best sets of like retainers and royals, because this
Yeah.
was Azama, Setsuna, and Hinoka, and I was like, oh, we got a bunch of winners here.
Yeah. She's cool. Where do we want to put her? I feel like I like her more than the other maids, to be honest.
She's an archer.
Oh, why in my head was I looking at her and thinking that looked like a maid headband?
I do like her better than the maids, though.
Yeah. I feel like, is B too low, or should we put her higher?
B is fine for her.
Alright, let's do it. Okay. I'm gonna be honest.
I do not use this man.
Yeah, I think he's very bland.
I think I have no memory of this place, but if you do, I am happy to trust your judgment.
I remember his supports with his mom where they sing together and it's sweet, but it is kind of bland. So, I'm gonna put him like a low C.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. Okay, now here's my turn for a character I have no memory of. Do
Me
you?
either.
Alright, no memory of this place.
Like children units in Birthright are a disaster for me.
Yeah. It's kind of a mess.
Oh,
Alright.
I remember this one though.
Yeah, this is Xander's son.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the one that he named after his sword and
Yeah.
Bert from Sesame Street.
God. Oh, good to see you, Dressabatic! Thank you for dropping in. Alright. Where does he go?
But yeah, Siegbert's fine. I think he goes in C.
Yeah, you can put him in a C.
Sugar should be sad because his mom is a dancer and that's really useful and he can't do it.
Aww. Poor guy. Alright, that was the plot. Was that, yeah, his voice changed so he couldn't sing the same way he used to with his mom anymore. That is kind of sweet. I really don't remember anything else about him. Right, Azura. Did you know she was Aqua in the Japanese version?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
How do we factor in the incest?
I think it really fucking sucks that she's presented to you as the one character who is, like, both not related to you and that you were not raised with, And then in Revelations you find out that you're related.
The incest option.
Yeah. Especially when was I the only one who felt like that she's kind of the pairing that it feels like the story is pushing?
It really feels that way, huh?
Yeah, so I don't like that. She's fine as a character, and she had that great dance in Conquest. But
It's true, she did slay.
Yep.
But the question, so how much do we factor that in when
I don't
Kenja's
know.
not romancer? Because that is an option. We don't have to romance her.
Yeah. I guess it kind of depends, because we did also rank highly some characters who, like, you can romance despite it having the gross factor, even though that's not why we put them up there.
Yeah, but the difference with them is that, like, the gross factor is there.
That's
so, like,
true.
with Hanoka, I know not to do the S support.
That's true.
With Azura, they trick you.
That's true. I feel like the more I think about it, the more I feel like it's kind of gross, and I don't... Like, she's not a D for me,
I
but...
think she's probably still C tier.
Yeah, but I'd be down
It
for
doesn't
C.
help that, like, outside of that, I'm not super in love with the character anyway,
Yeah.
besides that she has, like, a very good design.
Yeah, good design, really great voice. I love that they got, like, I think, like, a voice actress who does, like, Broadway theater. I think that's super cool for her English
Oh, I
dub.
didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why she's, like, got such a good voice in the dub, too. But
That's
again,
very cool.
like,
I like that.
as a character and for the incest factor, it's kind of ick. All right.
They really do trick you.
They really do. Fucking weird. I'm like, damn, Nintendo, you let them do that? But alright. Okay. I do not remember this boy's name, but I do remember... Silas. I remember liking him.
Your best friend, but
Oh,
you don't
right.
remember it, but he does.
Yeah. That's always such a weird trope. Where it's like, hey, I'm your best friend, and like it's true, but the player character doesn't remember.
I remember it also being funny. I'm pretty sure when he shows up, he's like, if I weren't your best friend, how would I know that your favorite meal is surf and turf? Which I always thought was a very funny thing for him to say.
That's really what he like did. Huh. But I did like him. I'm pretty sure I married him. I liked him. He was
he's
sweet.
Fine. I'm fine with like a B tier for him.
Yeah, let's put him there. He's good. Alright, Soleil. Do we want to put her with her dad?
No, because Soleil has some problems.
Okay, fair. I know what problems you're talking about.
Yeah, the Corrin support is not great.
No, I forgot how that one went exactly. I was just remembering when other characters are weird about her.
So they changed it in the American version.
Right.
It's fine in the American version, but the original version is basically like it's weird. They use
not
like
good.
A fake magic potion. It's just strange.
It's not great. I did not love it.
I also think the whole thing like she has like the same issue that I had with Lanku, where like I think you can do the uncomfortable around women thing or the uncomfortable around men thing, but I think it's weird when your character's trait is that they're like, I literally can't be around this gender.
I think so.
I still like her. I just want to like her more than I do.
Do we want to put her like high C maybe?
I think probably high C.
Alright, and she goes...
And she's bi-rep, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, do appreciate that. I wish it was just treated a little less weird. Okay. This is Silas's daughter, right?
Yeah, and she has the weirdest personal skill, perhaps in all of Fire Emblem.
I don't remember it. What is it?
When she fights someone, she has a chance of knocking all of their clothes off.
Huh. Interesting.
So that's why there's, like, screenshots of like the Ryoma death scene, but he's not wearing anything except his underwear because Sophie last hit him.
That's incredible. That's actually so funny. God.
So that's memorable to me. The character's not that memorable to me though.
I don't remember much about her as a person either. We could put her in no memory.
Well, I do remember her.
Okay.
She's kind of boring.
Do we want to do like a C then?
Yeah, she's fine in C for me.
Yeah. Okay. How many more?
Tsubaki.
Yeah.
I like Tsubaki. He
Tsubaki's
was
pretty
our
cool.
first male, is he actually flying a Pegasus or is he on a Kinshi? I don't remember.
I would have
But
to
either
double
way,
check.
he's our first male flyer that isn't a wyvern.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Good for him.
I like his design. I think his attitude is kind of fun. I mean, he's like annoying, but he's supposed to be annoying.
Yeah. Pegasus, I think he isn't promoted. Oh, that is cool.
So for me, he's like a B.
Okay, I'm down with B for him.
We're here for smashing gender roles, right?
We are. Always. Okay, Takumi.
Easy S tier, baby.
All right, let's get him up there.
I love Takumi. He's such
good.
a little bitch.
Right, and that's what makes him fun. Again, I like that, he is objectively, I think it objectively makes sense for him to not like Corrin and to be
Which is why he's
wary.
so much better in Conquest. Because in Birthright, he has to like you, and I'm like, I like it in Conquest where he's a bitch.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun.
He's also, I feel like when people talk about the final bosses of Fates, everybody remembers the big goo monster. But Takumi is actually a really cool final boss.
He is. I like him. He was good. He was very, very good for sure. Right. Xander. Where are we putting Xander? I will say I liked him more than Ryoma.
Oh, I like him a ton more
Yeah.
than Ryoma. For me, he's like an A.
I'm down
Xander.
for A. I'm down for Xander and A. Sounds good. You know, he's my big bro. He's great.
He's got a cool design. He's a little less cringe than Ryoma.
Yeah.
His chapter where you fight him in Birthright is also really good.
Oh, it
It
is.
almost feels like he just feels so dead inside. It feels like
Yeah.
he wants you to kill him.
It's got that really good tragic feeling to it, and
Yeah.
yeah, I think that was
Whereas the Ryoma fight is epic, but it doesn't have that emotional layer to it.
exactly. Xander, I felt like the emotional connection, and as much as I honestly did not really enjoy Birthright, at least that was a cool moment.
Yeah, Birthright's just okay.
Yeah. All right, where are we putting our next buddy?
Benny.
Benny.
I don't know how high does being just a nice boy get you?
That's a good question. Because I feel like it's at least B minimum, you know?
I agree. He is because he's just a nice boy.
Yeah. He's just a nice dude.
But that that's got to count for something.
Yeah.
I actually like his design. I think it's kind of funny to have that juxtaposed with his kind of gentler, kinder character.
I think high B or low A is good with me. What do you feel? I'm down to discuss.
I think B. I don't think he breaks through to A.
All right, let's get him up here. Okay. Ugh, our last couple. I liked Baruka.
I like Baruka quite a bit.
Yeah, just good design, fun personality. I just liked her a lot.
I like her support with, I think, Saizo, where the translation changed it to literally just them saying ... to each
That
other
was
for
so
30 seconds.
funny. That was so funny.
What do you think about A for Baruka?
I'm down with Baruka and A. She's great.
Cool design, too. I
Yeah.
don't know if we said that, but...
Yeah, it's good. I love the hair, the headband. I like her eyes, the way, the headband actually, makes her eyes look a little bit heavier and darker, too. It's great.
I actually really like when they give a girl character, shorter hair. Because I don't think they do it a lot. So when they do, it tends to, stick out a bit more to me.
It's nice to see. It's good for the variety. I like
Not
long
that there's
hair,
anything
but...
wrong with long hair either, but...
No, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's
I like a variety.
Yeah, variety and preference is totally cool. All right, not Cordelia.
No, Kale Dory.
Yep.
Now, does she go higher than Cordelia because Crom's not around?
Maybe. Even if it's not by a ton, you know?
Yeah, I could see her being a tier above Cordelia.
Yeah, we could put her in B. I'm down with that.
Yeah, because, Crom not being around does address our
Our problem,
big
yeah.
issue with Cordelia.
Yeah, She's fine, because we don't have to sit there and be like, oh, every support is kind of about Chrom. Alright. Camellia. How do you feel about Camellia?
Camilla.
Yeah.
She's
I have like a lot of
different
mixed...
than Tharja, because Camilla
Yeah.
was definitely horny bait right
Oh
off the
yeah,
bat.
she was 100%
I can't
meant to be.
believe in a game where we have like a few cutscenes, they spent one on like the zoom in on Camilla's boobs.
Oh
I'm
my
like, come
God,
on,
I
we don't
know.
get that many of these.
It's like, this is where the budget's gonna go. It's
I
like-
do think if you can look past the horny part,
Yeah. I think she's a good
an
character.
interesting character here.
Yeah. I don't think I'd put her like S.
I don't
was
even know if I'd
considering-
put her above B.
Yeah, I'm
but
considering like a B. Like a high B. What do you think of that?
I think that's fine. But I do think there's interesting stuff here, especially as her relationship to being the oldest sibling.
Yeah.
Which she ends up, like, relinquishing that to Leo in Birthright. But,
Mhm.
like, I think her dynamic there is interesting.
Yeah. I think
And I think when she's not thirsting over Corrin, which
Yeah.
is cringe,
exactly.
she can be an interesting character.
Yeah. If I close my eyes and ignore the rest of it, it's fine. Alright,
Yeah.
we did it! We
But
tiered
we're missing
everybody.
one.
Oh, right.
Boots.
Boots, where are we putting Boots?
I don't know. He's okay. He's got to go in the where we put the other Corrin
Okay.
sexuals, right?
Sounds good.
He's fun to use. I actually really like his design.
Yeah.
I never kill him for the boots because it feels too mean.
Yeah, I'd say along with the other corn sexuals is a good spot for him.
Yeah, I might like him a little less than like Reyna because
Mhm.
I love Reyna's design. And I have sometimes romanced Reyna, and I have never felt inclined to romance Boots.
I feel
By
that-
the way, Boots is Shura. Then the reason we're calling him Boots is because you have the option to recruit him or kill him and take his boots.
Yes. God, what an option. What great storytelling. I think that's so funny though when games do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which he's actually really good on Revelations where you get him early in the game.
God, I feel like that, like, if I close my eyes and ignore most of it, works for both debates. True, honestly. I feel that.
Yes, closing your eyes and ignoring the bad parts does help a lot in
It
Fates.
does. It really does. It's unfortunate. I wish Fates had been better. I really wanted it to be better, but, you
The
know.
gameplay in Conquest is fun,
It is.
but, you know, I think
But yeah.
the expectations are just a little higher now. We want more than just good gameplay, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think we want a little bit more than that. Man, we did it! We got through! We-
Honestly, that was, like, what, 3.5 hours for 4 games? That's not bad.
Yeah, that's a lot of characters we got through. Like, it was longer than I was estimating the stream would be when we were talking about it, but still, you know.
I didn't think we were going to get through all of them in the amount of time we had.
Yeah, I
thought
was
we
like-
were probably going to stop at some point.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna have to, you know, move up. But, no, it worked out. Worked out pretty
Yeah.
well. Happy about that. Yeah, that was super fun. Alright, I guess we'll move back over to just chatting. And we can start to wrap up stream. So, I want to thank Lizard so much again for being here, for inviting me to collab on a video with him. Once again, you guys should definitely check out his YouTube channel if you have not already. He does some really, really good Fire Emblem content on there. Like, goes really in-depth into the games, posts, like, you do videos every week, don't you?
I've been keeping
Yeah.
a weekly cadence so far.
Wow. And Nabu, oh my god, thank you for the raid! Hello! How are you guys doing? Let me see. Hello, Nabu. Hello, Smattered Stars. Hello, Yuzuki. Hello, Hexadigital. Hello, Silfrin. Hello, Shisu! Oh my gosh, let me do my shout out to Nabu Nan. Let's see. Oh yes, how was Kirby? I hope you had a good stream. It's nice to see you. I hope you had fun. Yes, hello Hamflo. Hello Triad Knight. Nice to see you guys. I'm glad it was fun. So, hello guys. I'll do that again because we're actually just kind of wrapping up. We finished. I'll move over. We finished making our tier list of hundreds of Fire Emblem characters. We spent a long time discussing all of them. So we were just kind of hanging out and just being like, you know, I was pushing my collab partner today, Lizard. He is a Fire Emblem YouTuber, does super great videos every week talking about Fire Emblem, and you should definitely check his stuff out. He's really good content. And yeah, we basically did Awakening through 3 houses because those are the ones that I've played. I have not played the old ones or Engage yet.
Yeah, it was mostly based on likability.
Yeah, it was mostly how much we like the characters and kind of like us trying to like, you know, even when we disagreed on a character, kind of trying to find a happy medium between the two, or, you know, make some good points to one another to argue in a character's favor or against. But I actually feel like we were on the same page a lot, like more than I expected.
There were any that we were more than one tier apart on.
I think the biggest thing was that you didn't like where I wanted to put Claude at first. That was our biggest thing, I think, and then I moved him.
The biggest disagreement was Claude.
Yeah,
I mean, I would have moved him up even more. So.
Yeah, if you had it your way, he would have been an ultimate.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but we got him moved up. We got him moved up at least. Lizard made a very good argument for why, and the more I thought about it, the more I was like, yeah, you know what, Claude doesn't deserve to be down here. I was being too harsh on him. So we moved him up a bit. But yeah, it was fun.
But yeah, thanks for having me on. This was a lot of fun.
He started off in A, and we moved him up to S.
Which was the second highest.
Yeah. Yeah, Ultimate was for, like, top tier faves.
We did keep that pretty exclusive.
Yeah,
I think only 5 or 6 people made it in there.
Yeah, like, less than... I think about 5, less than 10 people were in there. It was essentially, like, Edelgard, Dimitri, I insisted on Henry. Oh, 4 people are in Ultimate. Okay, so we kept it even more exclusive than that. Yeah, in exchange, Celica and Lucina were not in Ultimate either, so... we got it kind of working out. Because yeah, at first I think I was being a little bit harsher on characters, and then as it went on, and I remembered, like, other characters that I liked less, I was like, wait, no, this was too low. Which is funny, but I think that's how that went. Because I do like Claude, but my argument was essentially that I felt like he had less going on than Edelgard and Dimitri, like, story-wise. So I felt weird putting him as high as them when I was like, you know, I wanted more out of his character arc than we got. But I feel like that's also like a general writing problem and not so much a Claude problem either. But yeah, we were just... I guess we should like start looking for somebody to raid. Let's see. Oh, we could raid... How about, I've got a mutual streaming Cult of the Lamb right now. She just had her VTuber debut. It's Chi. She's a chinchilla magical girl. She's got a super cute model and everything, and we could go join her cult, support it, say hi to her. Let's see. So we'll need a raid message. Brian, or do you want to help come up with a raid message for today?
Ooh, I've never come up with a raid message before.
It can be like anything. I figure, like, any kind of joke or idea or message you want us to pass on.
Is this a person that's played 3 houses?
I'm actually not sure if she has. She has at least not streamed it. If you wanted, we could always look. I could look for a Fire Emblem streamer too. If we want to go for somebody. No, I'm good either way because it can be fun to like raid people who we don't know too. It's always fun to make new friends, new mutuals, but I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, I was just thinking like Claude is S tier Pog.
We could do that.
A good rating message.
Yeah. But... Let's see. Here we go. I think I know a good way to do it. And then I think it works out that the PogChamp emote on Twitch is a lizard.
True!
Yeah, so there we go. there's our raid message, and then I'll quickly do a version if you're not a sub and don't have my emotes, so that anybody can copy and paste and join in on the raid. Okay. Let me copy paste this. There we go. And we will raid Chi VT. She, like I said, she's a chinchilla VTuber playing Cult of the Lamb, and she just recently had her debut with her new model, so go support her, go tell her what you think of the model, say hi. Thank you guys so much for coming, and I will talk to everybody later. I'm sure I'll see, you know, everybody around, you know, the Prismaria Discord, Lizard's Discord. I like to hang out in there. You've got some fun memes in there. But yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Definitely check out Lizard's YouTube channel. I'll plug it one more time. And have a great night! Thank you all for coming, and goodbye!